Let me get things situated here. Because things are not situated. Okay, now they're somewhat situated. You stop clapping. I don't know why he's clapping. Yo, what up, Infernal? How's it going, my man? I see you're on Ascended. How's Ascended treating you? I'm super curious to know if it's like actually running smoothly or not, because when I tested it, even with like a beefy graphics card and everything, I did not have a good time. I know they did like some optimization stuff on it, but I still don't trust it. Let me get the YouTube side of things pulled out. Oh god, I didn't hear myself. Alright, that's better. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So I don't know what possessed me, but I really want to get into shiny hunting on this, so stutters every now and then, but I've been playing on Ragnarok, nice. Yeah, the stuttering, it was, god, there were bigger issues. Like a year ago was all kinds of crazy stuff, but I know they did some optimizations. They had 2 different optimization passes. They did one in like November or something, and then another one just a few months ago, if I remember correctly. Ow, jeez. Oof. I know Daedalus wants to hop over onto Ascended at some point, but I still want to do at least that one last server. Just because the mods on SE, there's mods on SE that just don't exist on Ascended, and probably never will exist on Ascended, unfortunately. That's the one thing that I don't want to lose that's on Evolved. Everything else could go, but those mods, the one thing I don't want to lose. Anyway. Do you want to get on a sandwich, or are you just doing Ascended? Fine if you're just doing Ascended. I just want to make sure to ask in case you... Did that lemon just spill? No, I think it's fine. Okay. There are, but there's a few that aren't over there that really kind of like grind my gears. Specifically, I'm thinking of one that you probably haven't seen yet that's going to be on the next server, the steampunk one. Okay, all good. I just want to make sure. I know ASA has that steampunk Bob's Tall Tale thing, but that thing just... It can't compare to the mod that existed on SE. That mod just absolutely eats its breakfast. Yes, 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 please. Faster, thank you. Alright. I'm coming into this already knowing what I'm going after. I have something in mind, and I want to get it knocked out. Still working on knocking out all the Paldea specific ones. I went through today and kind of started marking ones that can be got on Scarlet and Violet, and ones that can be got more easily on like Dex Naving in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so I'm trying to set up some efficiency stuff. But now, we're going to run in a circle. So the first target that I want to knock out more than anything else is I want to get Root Bonnet knocked out, because that's another Paradox that needs to be knocked out. And then I'll have one Paradox left at some point, and I can get Screamtail. And then after that, since it'll be a grass sandwich... Oh, for goodness sakes. This mountain is just as bad as this stupid city. Your things might slide off the table. Is there anywhere here that's actually suitable? I hate this. This is a terrible spot. What am I supposed to do with this area? What is this? Oh, for God's sakes, of course I'm on top of a mountain to be able to do this. That makes so much sense. Alright, I found a spot that I hate more than a city. That's rare. Okay, there's a lot of Sneasel up here just mean mugging. But yeah, I kind of have an idea of what the sandwiches are tonight, just based on some of the spawns. I know that I want to either do a dragon or ice sandwich. I need to do a rock sandwich, and then after that we'll figure it out. What was the grass sandwich? I don't remember. Hold on. I don't remember what the heck this is. It's lettuce. So this. And now I need. Well, this is an interesting problem. I need lettuce in order to make a grass type sandwich. Guess what I don't have for some reason? Well, shit. Okay, well, I guess we're not doing grass first. We're going to do ice and get the fridge backs taken care of, I guess. What does the vanilla with sprinkle ones do? I've heard Syntac mention that multiple times in his videos, but I have absolutely no idea what it does. All he says about it is like it brings back some functionality from ASE, and it's like, what functionality? Why are these I've never actually paid attention to these before. These are freaky. Also, the implication that a cloth died for this is insane. There we go. I think that's the only ingredient where it's directly implied that a Pokemon specifically has to die for those to exist. Which is really freaky to imagine. Is there anything specific you can give me aside from a bunch of stuff? Like, I still have no idea what this mod does. I'm never going to know. I just keep getting told a bunch of stuff or brings back a bunch of old things. It's like, I don't know what specifically. Throw me a bone. Give me something. Why is... That's curious. I know YouTube is working. Well, I don't know why the YouTube notification's not working. Eh. I'm not worried about it. Alright, now we just kill a bunch of these. Oh, they are spread out massively. Come on. I don't know why this thing bugs out. Sometimes he bugs out and just doesn't want to run in. It's also definitely wanting to spawn things that just aren't supposed to, or aren't ice types, so that's cool. I see Rookity. I see a whole bunch of crap. That is not what I want. Neat. Probably have to do some picnic resets if I had to guess for this one, but we'll see. Good news is that this is the only ice type in the area, so I don't have to worry about my sandwich chain getting broken by another shiny popping up. Small victories. There are a lot of them. I'm also still worried about the fact that eventually I am going to have to come to terms with the fact that I am going to have to shiny hunt Meowth. I'm not looking forward to that, since that shiny is, not great. I also re-looked at, like, some of the ones that I need, and I'm pretty sure that I have a bunch that are going to, have to require dex nabbing. Because I do not want to hunt for specifically Joltik in this game. I need one more. I do not want to hunt for it because I'll not be able to tell it's shiny. Joltik is one of those kind of like Elekid where the shiny is basically identical. Same goes for Elgium and Behemoth. Can you like not stop, please? Go away. Trying to break my chain here. I've totally not been keeping track. I'm just waiting for it to tell me that they're almost gone. Then I'll stop murdering. Oh, no, 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 no! God, I hate Goldango. I really need to ditch this stupid thing. That's so annoying. Okay, well, this is gonna be borderline useless now. Holy wall of text. Well, that's actually exactly what I wanted, so I'm not gonna complain. I literally wanted a wall of text. I'm going to get rid of... Okay, I can't take this anymore. Goldango is driving me nuts. Okay, maybe you are less annoying. Let's try you. Yeah, I'm already seeing this is looking a lot better already. Yeah, movement makes more sense. Cool. Built-in stack mod. Okay, well that makes it easier for managing on the server side because that's something I do server side right now. Weight reduction, stack quantity. Plus pull system, that's necessary. Transferable element, that's fine. Apex drops, blah, blah, blah. Crafting skill potion. Level distribution override. Level distribution override. That sounds like something else I have a mod for right now on ASE, where it takes the base game spawns and overrides them to make them more of like a bell-shaped curve instead of what it is by default, which is like a very lumpy, leaning towards the bottom size curve. So you have like more of an equal chance of getting a big thing as you do a small thing, instead of it being stacked in favor of the small things. That is definitely a lot of stuff. I definitely see the benefits of that. I mean, it sounds like if I had to take a wild guess based off of some of the things that I've heard him say as well, there were some specific things that he wanted back from ASE that nobody was modding, and so he specifically paid a guy just to get back all those things. Which, I mean, if I had the money and ASE was my, you know, or ARC was my primary source of income, God, I'd be willing to throw down money to get access to some of those old things. Now I need somebody to throw money down on... What just happened? I will admit the shiny sound tricked me for a second, even though it was my own shiny. What? Why is she all the way over there? I also know there are some other mods in ASA that look hilarious. There's also a couple of things that there are a couple other mods that I'm still a little upset about losing. Like, for example, one of the things that I really liked in ASE that we found at the very end was that better or advanced motorboats and advanced rafts thing. I really like having that for the bigger ship construction size limit. But the other thing that I like from it too that I haven't found an alternative for on ASA yet is it has those, the decorative pallets thing, the storage units, where it's a pallet that just increases and decreases based on, you know, how many things you put into it, just visually, which is something that I've wanted for a long time just as a Satisfactory player. I'm sorry, is that a shiny over there or is that just... No, that's not a shiny. I hate this thing shiny. How much wild downloads should skew towards max? Yeah. I want to skew more towards the max. Yeah, it smooths out. It can smooth out the bell curve then. All right, not many left. It's probably as good as we're getting right now then. It does sound like a mod that I have right now. It just sounds like you have to like more manually maneuver it maybe. Is there a mod on ASA that you know of that bumps up the shipbuilding limitations to ridiculous visual storage? Is it a pallet? Because the pallet itself was like the specific thing. Or is visual storage like some like tech looking thing? Because the pallet was cool again because like I'm going off of what Daedalus and I wanted from Satisfactory, which was just a way to like collect like materials in one spot and see them stack up on a ballot. That's literally all we wanted. Like bins and stuff? Can you like, do you have one of those as like on hand as like an example that you can send? I'd be curious to see what it looks like. This is a terrible hunt. This is awful. Wait, that one looks fishy. That one is not fishy. Awesome, fantastic, love it. Let's see if the picnic table reset. I might have to go and see if I can find another one because I'm not crazy about the spot. There's just so much other garbage here. They definitely nerfed the crap out of mass outbreak stuff, which is really unfortunate. This is most definitely a huge downside to playing on the Switch 2. Mass Outbreaks got so much weaker. There's so much garbage that the screen gets filled with. I'm sorry, what? So close to people. Uh-huh. But you let me run a dinosaur straight in their face. That's cool. Yes, thanks, game. Appreciate it. Glad we're sticking to our standards here. Good lord, it's not giving me anything! Oh, okay, fair enough. I can just Google it later then. See if I can find some images of it somewhere. There's so much garbage here that's just not what I'm looking for. It's ludicrous. This thing may actually be easier to hunt for actually in the mountains, which is wild to think about. Just because I'm getting so few encounters here, like it's not efficient. It's borderline useless. Going up to like a 1 in 500 doesn't do much if I'm encountering like, you know, only 20% the number that I would be encountering normally. If I'd done a dragon type sandwich, I probably would go up to the mountains right now and just slam it. But I did ice because I was hopeful that this would be better than what it seems to be. Hooray. And it's raining. Cool. That guy's text is in the way. Is there another one here somewhere? Let's see. Maybe there's another better spot? I guess I can go over here and see what's going on. Hell no, that's on a mountain. I can already tell. That's on the side of a cliff. That's not going to be good. That's probably on the side of a cliff. That's definitely on the side of a cliff, but that might actually be an okay one. Let's go check over here. One more level. Well, when you get it, send me a screenshot because I'm really curious to know what it is. If it's like a pallet system, then that's something else that I can stop like complaining about. I will, however, continue to be miffed about the loss of the really big rafts. Where are they at? Oh, they're up there. Speaking of Pokemon that I need to get, that I'm aware of, that Ghastly is one of them. Oh, boy. This is dumb. There was a vanilla setting for rafts in ASE too, but it didn't actually increase the build limit. It just made it so you could put more things on the raft. It didn't make it so you could make them wider. Is there something in ASA that lets you make them ridiculously wide and long? Because if so, then I suddenly don't have anything to complain about there either. But I will not forget that in ASE, a certain someone was convinced that that setting would make the boats really long too, and it didn't. So, fatalist. No, I didn't say anyone's name right now. Just now. What are you talking about? Here, I'm gonna reset. Oh, God. Okay, not a fan of this. Not a fan. Ow. You know what? I can just murder these things too. Why am I not murdering these? This is a refresh spot. I don't need to sit here and be kind. Just take them out. Eliminate a bunch. Bring their numbers down. I think it's chaining from the other spot too, so let's just keep chaining until we can't chain anymore. Why? Because I just want these things to die because it makes me feel like something's happening. Realistically, I am aware that this is not going to go well. No, making the rafts ridiculously big, like what was on Crystal Isles, was 100% the advanced motorboats. That's why I added it. S Plus had a way where you could increase it a little bit more, but it didn't have a way where you can make it as big as that one that I made on Crystal Isles. You had to have the advanced motorboats to be able to do that. Otherwise, you were still stuck with this fairly small limit, where it was like a 10. What was that you could increase it to with S Plus? You can make it into like a 10 by 10 or something. The only way to go giga huge was the advanced thing. I think there is a mod for it on ASA, but I haven't tested it, so I don't know for sure. That looks like a shiny. That's a shiny, right? Yep, okay. I like how it spawned, and I still had to walk up and stare at it really closely, like, is it though? Had to really squint. Also, today I learned, or wasn't today, but a day or two ago, I figured out that Excalibur is apparently an Ubers. I have so many questions, because I just did not expect that to be an Ubers level mon. I thought it was pretty limited, but apparently not. Please just crit capture so we can move on with my life. Thank you. There was another mod that existed on ASE that I wanted to check out at some point. It got ported to ASA. I have no idea if it's any good or not, though. So at some point, I don't know when, I want to hop on that and just test it to see what happens, because I'm really curious. But it was a mod called how do you pronounce that? Tania Stella? Tania Stella? It was a map mod, but it had a creature mod with it that had like this giant shark T-Rex thing that looked like a monster from Monster Hunter, and I've never wanted something in my game so badly before. There's a pallet, but it's only for metal and fertilizer. That's actually sick. I wish there was one for lumber, but getting a pallet is better than no pallet. There's a lot of little dudes waddling around. Wow, this spot's way better than the other spot. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tania Stella or seen anything about that, but that's the map mod that I'm curious about seeing. I don't know if there's any other map mods that like you've had your eyes on for ASA or not. Oh, and what is it? Svartalfheim is also ported to ASA. Now, whether that one's any good or not on ASA, I have no idea. That map was very small. After experiencing number of Ridgebacks is definitely lower. Okay, I'll stop murdering them. Thank me later. Anyway, yeah, my what I remember from Svartalfheim was the map was extremely small, like way too small. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it, but man, the underground was cool, but also restrictive. Been in a shed? I've been in a shed. This just sounds funny. I got some wood in my shed. That's actually kind of cool if you can have a shed that just piles up with wood inside of it. That's funny. Do they actually like look like a bin in a shed? Like one's like a little shed, like just walls and a little house that just that fills up with lumber inside until you can't go in or something. That's pretty funny. And a bin keeps making me think like trash bin. I don't know if that's what the bin actually looks like or not, but that's also what I just keep thinking of. So toss in the Discord, please. Thank you. I have Discord open. I am ready. I am ready to behold. Behold the beholdening. Or the beholder of the... Oh! Oh! Wait, is that... So wait, that's what you get in the sprinkles thing that you were talking about, or is that a separate mod? I'm just verifying. I'm pretty sure you said it was in the sprinkles thing, but I'm making sure that my memory isn't already fucked it up. Because that's something my memory would do. Visual storage. Okay, it is a separate mod. Okay. My mind was fucking it up. Excellent. Go me. High-fiving myself. Yeah, hang on a second. Are one of these shiny? Because these look really funky from... Okay, no. I need to look at the fin. Look at the fin. Look at the fin, Finn. No, okay, anyway. Yeah, that's sick looking. Okay, that's acceptable. I assume that lumber just stacks up on those things inside of there, because that's really all I wanted. I don't care if it was a pallet or not. I just need something where you can visually see your lumber stacking up. Because that's sick. And that certainly looks like that's what that does, so... I can stop complaining about that for sure. And I think I have the mod for the bigger boats, so... I think that part's taken care of. It takes so long for them to spawn back in. The holy shit. Wow, what is... Wait, why is there all sorts of stuff over here? Brother, I need some of these things, not that stuff. Don't give me junk, give me this. Here, what's this screenshot? Small pantry. Pallet. Why is the pallet made of stone? It's a foundation tile. Oh my god, I just realized that. That's hilarious. Your bin's cool looking. Oh hey, the barrels are back. Steel drum. Class bull. There's a crane? Wait, what the hell does a crane do? Or does it do nothing? Is the crane just a visual thing? I'll be completely honest, I saw the crane and my first thought was, is that a trebuchet? I'm gonna walk away from it for a second. Not bad. Wait, a refining forge visual storage? What does that do? I have so many questions. Also, very important question. Have you done anything with the mod that gives you the costume to turn a basilisk into a sock puppet? Because I can tell you right now, if I ever host an ASA server, which I probably will, we are going to be running that mod 100%. Because I have never seen something as stupidly goofy as that, and I need to have that thing charging at me with murderous intent. You look fishy. Are you shiny, or is it just it's just the way the light hit you? That's cool. Hang on one second. I just caught one. Why am I not? What do you look like? Show me your back! I need to see his back. Show me his back. Why can't I show his back? Let me see his back! Okay, whatever. Neat. It just looks cool. Crane distributes items from a dino or other inventory to its dedicated structure. Wow, that's actually functional and neat looking. Wait, does that mean that you can roll up in a base? Oh my god, you can roll up with all your mammoths completely laden with lumber and stuff, pull up next to your crane and have the crane just instantly unload all your mammoths and stuff? Yo. That sounds sick. Oh, sick nasty. Hold up. That looked fishy. Are you? Oh my god! Holy shit! Okay, so I have to explain that real quick. That thing was on the edge of despawning. I almost ran that out of my despawn. Like, I almost had it out of range of visual sight. It would have despawned, I would have lost it. I just barely noticed it from a mile away right as I was going to reset this area. I almost lost that shiny. Holy shit. Oh my god. I am so glad that didn't happen. I didn't want to have to clip that. Is that another one? Wait, what? Wait. I almost did it. Are you shitting me? How did I do it twice? How did I nearly do it twice? What? What? What the fuck is happening? I freaked out so much I actually turned my laptop on. What? How? Wait. No, that's not, okay, that's not one in the background. Oh my god, dude. How the fuck? Doing it once is crazy. Doing it back to back? I've never had that noticeably happen before. I am genuinely flabbergasted, as you can probably tell from my freak out. Okay, well, we're done with Frigibacks completely. I don't need any more of these. That's neat. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna go literally anywhere else now and do literally any other hunt that's not this. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay. You think that's how it works, but you're just reading the description. I mean, I think there was something like that that existed on ASE as a mod, right? I don't know where it was. Or I don't remember, at least. It's been a while. I almost said too long. It's not been too long. It's just been a little bit. So that doesn't sound like it would be too far out of the realm of possibility, at least. I still need to fix the ASC server because I didn't get around to it this weekend. My bad. And by fix, I just mean I have to do the port forwarding. Because I haven't done that yet. What is happening here? Oh yeah, I remember this path. Haha, I remember shiny hunting here for Sneasel. Yeah, I remember doing this nonsense. I would just run up and down this little path with a dark type sandwich. I did it with ice one time and got Delibird. Well, I promised myself never again because I just kept getting Delibird. And Cubchoo, if I remember correctly. I think I got a Cubchoo. I think that means I have access to Beartic, and I don't have that marked yet. I gotta be careful here. There's a couple of ice types that, like, blend in. That's not a that's not... No, you are not shiny. You're not dark enough. But I'm gonna punch you in the face anyway, just make sure. I don't need Celadon anymore because I have Celadon and Cetitan, but I still have to check because at the very least I can give it away if it is one. Are there any, by the way, for ASA, are there any good, like, creature mods yet that aren't, you know, the usual? So, like, when I say the usual, I mean, we know that Arc Editions exists. We know Paleo Arc exists, but I don't know that's fully implemented yet on ASA, unfortunately. It's actually a really good one. I'm kind of miffed about that. And I know that Kraken's Better Dinos doesn't exist, and that hurts my feelings. Get that off my tongue. No idea. Okay, fair enough. I haven't looked into it too deeply. I check it every now and then, but I haven't, like, sat down and actually done research. I see a Delly Bird over there. There's a Sneasel inside me. Shit. Can at least be pink if you're gonna, you know, run into me. Did a comment get posted on... I don't trust YouTube now because YouTube doesn't show me all the messages for some reason. There's a Valerian Reigns mod. That's not bad. But I'll be honest, I don't necessarily need that. The thing that I really wanted from Kraken's Better Dinos was a lot of the weight improvements were really nice for dinosaurs. The attack and, like, you know, stamina and attack bonuses and whatnot for certain ones. The rebalancing in general was immaculate. I've never used that word before, but used it once in Twitch chat, and now apparently it's just a part of my repertoire. Thanks for that. Clearly I haven't used that word before, and just that's the first time in a while, so go figure. Alrighty. Okay. Well, that sandwich is done. Hang on a second. Let me just double check YouTube, because I don't trust this. Okay, cool. For anyone wondering what I'm talking about, YouTube doesn't show me all the messages because it's got this stupid blurb it wants to show me about welcome to live chat. I wanted to worry about that. I would do some research on that. Anyway, okay, cool. That's taken care of. Now, sandwich is complete. Target was somehow gotten in panic. I almost despawned it like 3 times. I don't know how that happened, but here we are. So yeah, I don't have to worry about these anymore. Now I need to queue up the next sandwich, which will be grass. If you are a fan of lettuce, let me tell you, I have to go restock some lettuce because I don't have any. Because I ran out for reasons I don't know. So give me 1 second. I'm popping up the other switch. I fuel all my shiny hunting with a separate switch because I can't be bothered to do Terra raids anymore. I can't stand doing it. I've done enough. I'm done. If there was a guaranteed way with, like, if there was a guaranteed way to get the Terra raids to drop the Urban Mystica every single time and it wasn't some rare chance on top of already having to go through and do the Terra raids on top of it, then I would be less opposed to farming Terra raids. But considering the only way to get those is by farming a specific glitched Terra raid, there's no reason to bother with it, in my opinion. Let me... Oh, you know what? I've never checked this, actually. Hang on. This is my other Switch. Hi. It's right here. So you can see it in the webcam. Me holding it, at least. Okay, I don't know why I'm bother checking this. Okay, let's go into town and get the lettuce before I forget. Oh yeah, while we're sitting here and nothing else is happening, I will at least mention that I am pretty sure that DK speedruns are just out. Unfortunately, I don't think that's something I'm going to be able to keep doing. Because I did some testing on it, and yeah, there's definitely a connection between it and my thumb. That sounds weird out of context. That might, for some reason, doing the DK speedrunning makes my thumb hurt like a mother. So, unfortunately, despite the fact that I would have really liked to have done that, I don't know that I will be able to. So we'll see as time goes on if I find some way around it. Hooray! Growing old, there are so many benefits. Back with food. Welcome back. What kind of food? Where the heck do they have lettuce in this game? Why is lettuce so hard to find? I thought for sure it was here. Does this place have lettuce? Why does this place have lettuce? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Restocked with lettuce. Oh my gosh, I'm going back inside. Son of a gun. Okay, so this sandwich, we are going for Brute Bonnet, like I intended to when I started stream. And we are going to go for... Once we get Brute Bonnet, I'm going to go into the desert, and we're just going to... Actually, no, there is a Bramblin spawn. I should go over there for the Bramblin spawn. Yeah, we're going to go for the Bramblin. Mozzarella sticks and curly fries from Arby's. Nice. The curly fries from Arby's. I actually keep some of those in my fridge. Or in the freezer, I should say. Buy them from Walmart every now and then. What I'm trying to say is good choice in fries. Though I will say the best curly fries I've ever had. This is going to be hilarious. There's a podunk town, middle of nowhere in Missouri, of all places. There was a place called the Burger Bar. Yeah, I know, inspired name. That apparently had been operating in that town for a really long time, and I believe still exists somehow. It's been like 20 plus years, at least. I was probably 7 or 6 the last time I was there, but I remember very distinctly liking the curly fries, and that's all I remember about that place. So take all that with a grain of salt. Also, speaking of shiny hunting, I did start dex naving in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire again last night because I am trying to knock out some of the ones that I know are going to be easier to do on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, as well as ones that don't currently exist in Scarlet and Violet. Specifically, on there so far, I'm going for Baltoy and Claydol. Since we don't have a good... Are you kidding me? How am I close to a person? I hate this. I always talk about how much I hate it. It's just like slight aggravations. And the only reason I specify that is because I am terrified of what the next shiny hunting method is going to be. Because it feels like they cook and it's something really good, and then it's something that's just awful. And then they cook and then it sucks. And then they cook and then it sucks. So, hypothetically... That means that whatever they make in ZA is probably going to suck. I'm really not mentally ready for that. I really want the shiny hunting to be something good. I really want it to not be something sucky. But I have a bad feeling it might suck. Just because the catch areas look so small and sad. Which would really suck, because X and Y is definitely my favorite generation, Pokemon-wise at least. If I can't go and get my shinies from there, I'm going to cry. No! Oh, shoot. I think I'm going to have to reset. Let's just see. I hate this sandwich. Oh, I was supposed to put this down first before I did the lettuce. I'm an idiot. Why is it all jiggly? Stop jiggling. This is not a Jigglypuff situation. Stop that. I think I might be screwed. I think I might have to do it again. I can see Virizion prancing around in the background. I mean, I guess one way or another we know we're resetting this, so hold on. Let me reset that. Did I screw it up? I think it's screwed. Huh! Okay, cool. Well, never mind. It's completely fine. I didn't screw up anything. If you thought I screwed it up, you're seeing things that did not happen. You saw nothing. I saw nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. We're going in Area 0. Area 0 doesn't exist. It's a myth. It's a myth. Speaking of things I really want them to do more of that I know for certain they won't because that's just what they do. The Paradox stuff is... I should not have gone to this area. Oh, dang it. Oh, well. The Paradox stuff is really cool. I really like the Paradox designs. There's not really any Paradox designs where I'm like, oh, man, that sucks. Except for all the future ones. Sorry, I'm not that huge of a fan of Violet. But all the past ones, in my opinion, are bangers. I do not think we will ever see this system again, so long as we live. And I really hate that, because I'd really love to see more past forms. Not cast forms, past forms. Alright, Brute Bonnet. I'm here. And I'm ready to take you. Where's the spot? So the reason why, so I tried to do, well, I didn't really try. I came down here tentatively going to do this, but I had the wrong sandwich queued up, and I paid for it. So I said we would come back at some point with the right sandwich, and now we have the right sandwich. So let's do this. I am watching to make sure nothing's... After the Frigiback situation, I want to make sure that nothing phases in while I'm, like, flying away. I will cry. And for anyone who might not be aware of what happened with the Frigiback situation, that was me catching two of them after almost despawning them both. Like, I think I caught them both on the very last frame. I realized they were there, and I had to do an abrupt U-turn to save the day. So yes, I'm a little nervous about things spawning in behind me now. Very nervous. This should not take long. This should be a very fast hunt. Very fast. 30 at a time, back and forth, full sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say we'll get a hit here very quickly, and then Brute Bonnet will be done. Gotta love the Area 0 hunts where there's like no competition. Same thing with Dunsparce. Dunsparce is an exceptionally easy hunt because it has no competition. Hop a normal sandwich, come down here, get you a Dunsparce, leave. Be done. Although I will say, for amusement, there will be a day when we do the Dunsparce day, and it's a competition to see who gets a 3-segment one first. That will happen at some point. Because I just think that's funny. And for that one person who was sitting there like, well, what about a tandem mouse to see who gets a, 4-house mouse hold at some point? No. No. You could not pay me enough to do that. You literally could not pay me enough. Even if I had like donations open, if you paid me like $4 grand or $5 grand, I still would not do it because I just do not want a mouse hold that bad. I just don't care because I hate that thing's shiny. It's so hard to tell. It's such a miserable hunt. It's so difficult. I hate it. It makes my eyes hurt every time. Get to the end of it and just no moisture in eyes. Just gone. And she stared at the screen too hard. This just in. Old man complains about being able to see screen. Don't make me work. Honest, I would have expected by now to have already gotten one. I'm kind of surprised that we got the Frigibacks as easy as we did, all things considered. If you're expecting more riveting gameplay than flying back and forth between two pillars and looking at some mushrooms, I regret to inform you that for the next untold amount of minutes, this is literally all we are doing. Until one of these mushrooms turns blue. Abadi abadai. At least they're really easy to see from up high. Also, the existence of Brute Bonnet brings a lot of things into questions. A lot of things into question. Why did a Pokemon in the past look like a Pokeball, which didn't exist until like recently in terms of in-game history? Like what? What is going on with this thing? Why does it look like a Pokeball? How? I have so many questions. On top of that, though, actually, I guess in terms of the Magneton, was it Sandy Shocks? In terms of that, at least, we can realistically say that is a case of the chicken came before the egg, and that magnets were probably copied from Magneton, not the other way around. This thing has no excuse. I don't think there's any way to excuse this thing. I wonder if I'm passing over anything without realizing it. This is definitely taking longer than I thought it would. Does that showcase like how spoiled I am for how fast shinies usually are? I mean, like it's 10 minutes. It's not even 10 minutes. I'm already getting impatient. Once again, going back to my days of shiny hunting in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Maybe it's not that it looks like a Pokeball, Pokeball looks like it. Did someone in present day seriously look at like Amoonguss, since Amoonguss would be current day, and be like, yo, we're gonna make a ball that looks like that thing? Like, yo, you see that mushroom? Look at that pattern. That'd be cool for a Pokeball, am I right? I'm trying to imagine that conversation. There's a chance that is what happened, but that's a hilarious conversation. You want to make it look like what? You heard me. It even has a blue shiny. Look at that blue shiny. We can make a ball that looks like that one. You want to do what? Had to get left out of the boardroom. Actually, that guy didn't get left out of the boardroom if that's actually what he did, considering, you know, where the Pokeball ended up. Where are you? Oh yeah, I was complaining about like my impatience that has been given to me by this game. Because like back in the day with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I used to be able to sit there for hours and hours and just shiny hunt and on a 1 in like 200 something, get a shiny like once every 2 hours and be fine with it. And now it's like, okay, if I don't get one shiny in these next 15 minutes, it's a dead sandwich. It's kind of insane when you think about it. Like, it's ridiculous how far we've come. Oh, the days of when shinies were extremely difficult to get. I remember in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, every single shiny I got made me pop off. I remember getting the Electric on the bus that went from where I lived to the college campus where I was at the time. And I just remember popping off in the back when I got an Electric. It's just everyone's sitting there thinking about classes, and I'm the idiot in the back just like, ah, I got a blue dog! And nowadays, it's like I get a shiny, it's like, oh, okay, there's another one done. Tick the box. What's crazy is I still remember how I got most of the shinies that are in my box. Most of them made such an impression that I remember almost every single one. I will never forget the shiny Latias. That's a fun story. Go me with that one. Shiny Latias took over 4,000 soft resets to get. So me and a colleague were at a training seminar thing, and we were on lunch break, and I was soft resetting because I was bound and determined to get the Latias. And right as the seminar started coming back online, it popped, and I freaked out, and everyone looked at me funny. I was paying them absolutely no mind, but apparently my colleague, as they put it later, was mortified. They died of secondhand embarrassment, and I felt nothing because I got the shiny Latias, and I was completely blissful. I'm blissfully unaware of all the people looking at me strangely. A fly so hard there. Well, as you say, there is no kill except overkill. Why? I mean, I'll hand it to the bots. They are very determined. They are very good kill. My God, you killed the bot just as hard as you killed the fly, I think. The bot barely got a chance to breathe. Where's my brute bonnet? I would like to be done. Let me go. If you don't let me go in time, I will not have time to go after the Bramblin. Boy, I really hope this is not like some kind of crazy, one of those crazy spawns where like, no, it shouldn't be. Because this was the spot that you used to do it on the Switch. Oh, that account will be banned here very shortly. Although it is kind of sad now that I'm aware that like most of these are just hacked accounts. There's somebody out there whose account is going to get banned here in a second and they have no idea that's coming. And then comes the fun question. Are they still active on Twitch? Do they know what's happened to their account? Do they not care? Is that person even alive anymore? Everything changed for me after that one account came through. Already banned. Yep. Figure. Sticking with the trend. But yeah, that one account that came in the other day that had the TwitchCon badge, it was like, oh no. Oh no. TwitchCon badge, actual username. Ooh. Rest in peace, whoever lost that account. Everybody needs to be using SMS these days. There's no reason not to. Just added layer of security that they really can't crack. They have to work extra hard. Twitch's anti-bot bot definitely works overtime. The bots. They're out there taking each other out. Terminator predicted that it would be, you know, fighting in the streets. Nope. It's fighting in Twitch chat. And it's bots versus bots. Why have I not gotten this thing yet? If I go this whole sandwich without getting a brute bonnet, I will be amazed and very confused. Very confused. What? Why? What? Infernal, what are you doing? Why are you killing all those dodos? What do you gain? What does the world gain? From dodos? Again, why? Aren't there more efficient methods? You could go kill an Alpha Rex. You could farm a bunch of materials and make crafting stuff. You could do narcotics. The only thing what level are you? I thought this was a world where you were high level. That changes some things. I didn't realize that you were, I assume that you were on the lower end. Things keep popping in and out, and I can only assume that, like, it's giga loading. Is that? No, that's not. Dang it. How have we not gotten a brute bonnet yet? This is crazy. Player level 20. Oh. 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 Ah. Brother, you know what's really funny? Best not to post a picnic here. Kiss the ass. All right, well, I guess I will not host a picnic here. You can enjoy your time by yourself. Goodbye. I don't need you. Brother, you know what's funny? When you posted that first message about the killing of the dodos, you want to know how I read it? Here, let me read you how I read it and why I was very confused. I've killed 7,140 dodos. That's why I was confused. I was like, you killed how many? 7,140? What? Hence, my confusion. I was so confused. I was like, why are you killing so many dodos? See, the reason why I didn't bat an eye and I just assumed that I read that correctly is because you were also talking, like, that weekend you had in Minecraft where you went full grind happy. I was like, yeah, no, that's something Infernal would do. He would definitely sit there and kill 7,000 dodos for no reason. I think that's hilarious. That's funny. I think it's funnier that I just didn't bat an eye and was like, yeah, that's definitely, yep, that's definitely the correct way to read that. Just did not at all think in any universe that I had read it wrong. I was like, yep, nope, I definitely read that correct. 100% got that right. Boom, nailed it. Okay, I'm about to go somewhere else because this is crazy. These dudes out here that are getting brute bonnet in like 5 minutes are like doing some voodoo. At least haven't started mutation breeding. Yes. Then things get really crazy. Alright, I'm gonna change up my spot because this is crazy and I can't keep sitting here and doing this. So I'm going to the spot that I'm fond of. Hello, my spot. I am much more fond of this spot than I am the other spot. I always have better luck here. Like, I've tried the pillar thing multiple times, and I feel like it never works out for me. This one was supposed to be kind of the, what's the word? The guaranteed, but I'm still not having good luck with pillars, so I'm just going to continue pretending that pillars don't exist. Also, the music down in this area is just, like, unparalleled. It's so good. I really want to get this thing done and knocked out. I really want to try and get multiple things knocked out. So we're done with the Fridgebacks line, so I don't have to worry about that. If I can get Brute Bonnet, we're done with this one. I don't have to think about this anymore. If we can get Bramblin done, that's another thing off the list. And then Glimmet and Glamora is another one gone. I need some mass outbreaks for a couple of really annoying ones. I need a mass outbreak of Tadbulb at some point. Because that's one that I despise. Oh, yo, there we go. See? I just had to get out of the other spot. I don't know why the pillars are cursed for me, but the pillars are cursed. Just get in the ball, please. You suck. Is that a second one in the background? What? Oh my god! There's a second one in the background! I have 2 shinies on screen! Why? Why? Look at him! He's just sitting there! What the hell? This has never happened before. I've never had this happen in all the shiny hunting I've done. Never have I had 2 shinies at the same time. Okay. I guess we'll just grab that other one. Well, this is commemorative. Huh. Now I'm like looking around to see if another one has spawned, because it'd be hilarious if there's yet another one hiding in the background. Why are you too good for your home? I don't think I've caught a single Pokemon in this game that wasn't a crate capture. I'll be completely honest. I think every single Pokemon I've ever caught has been a crate capture. There goes another one. Another crate capture. Okay, well now I have 2 Brute Bonnets. Came here with none, left with 2. Didn't necessarily want the second one, but whatever. If the game wants me to have it, I will. You stop evolving. You are a meme. You are not allowed to evolve anymore. Stop that. Go away. Leave me alone. I don't want to be here anymore. Okay. How much time do I have? 8 minutes. Oh boy. Oh, I don't think this is enough time to do anything with this, but we'll see. Came here with them, now we have 2 of them. Reminds me of one of my favorite jokes. Specifically in a TV show called The IT Crowd. There was this joke where, like, it was this long running gag for a lie detector machine. And at some point, it's a long story, but they end up like stealing one, and they go like, they steal one, they make one, they end up buying another, they sell, like, it's this huge long thing. And they finally get to the point where they're like, well, woke up today not knowing what a lie detector was, and now we have 2 of them. And I feel like it's just the same thing. It's like, oh, I woke up today not having a single Brute Bonnet, and now I have 2 of them. Don't know what to do with either of these, but here we are. I also will be totally honest, I have no idea which one of these are a part of the outbreak, and which ones I'm just murdering for no reason. This is curious. Give Grimer an Everstone. That would be the smart thing to do, yes. I should definitely do that. I will do that. If you remind me when this sandwich is done. Or if I just remember. Of which I don't honestly know which of those 2 will happen. If I remember, it will be a miracle. Also, I don't know if you were noticing, but we are having an interesting situation that is happening right now that I've never seen before. Mostly because no other Pokemon can have this happen. They are despawning themselves. More of them are loading in because they're despawning themselves by just rolling out of frame. What the? Bramblin is so strange. Wait, did you not kill that thing? I was about to say, I didn't think that was a shiny. Okay, which of you are a part of the outbreak and which ones aren't? I found a mass outbreak of Frigibax? No, these are definitely Bramblin. I'm very confused. I do not have any idea which of these are part of the outbreak and which ones aren't. I assume that some of these I have killed are a part of it. I am under the impression that not all of them are. Also, you may be wondering, what does a shiny Bramblin look like? I don't even know how to describe it to you because it's a really bad shiny, I'll be honest. It's another one of those where the difference between a non-shiny and a shiny is very tough to see. And what I'm looking at for a visual cue is really stupid. I'm definitely not hitting the mass outbreak. I don't know where the mass outbreak is. It must be these guys. Hey ho, leveled up. Here for ho. But yeah, you tell Bramblin shiny. I'm looking at the roots. I'm literally looking at the roots on these things. So when they're turning sideways, that's what I'm looking at. It gets pale. That's the easiest way to tell. It's a really awful shiny. It's absolutely terrible. But it's not Elekid in the fact that I can actually tell. I don't know where the outbreak is. I don't think the outbreak's even here. I think this is bait. I think it's a small outbreak where like 2 of the things here are actually a part of it. I'm going to just start checking because I'm wasting time killing these things. You 2 look different. Nope, just shading. All right, we're just running. We're going with the weeds, the tumbleweeds. Wherever the tumbleweeds roll, I shall follow. Also, some of these are a little glitchy. I don't know why they wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. But some of them wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I assume there's a reason they do it. Like, I don't think it's just a bug. I think there's actually a reason, like they programmed in. I'm wondering if they've actually programmed it in, where if the wind stops blowing, the Bramblins start wiggle, wiggle, wiggling to try and get themselves going again. I feel like I'm giving I'm giving Game Freak too much credit, and they wouldn't actually do that on purpose. But maybe they actually did do it on purpose. God, it's really easy to tell when they're all positioned that way from me. If I'm looking at the tops, I can't tell at all. See, that one's wiggle, wiggle, wiggling. The dude back there is just having a field day. There's another one over there having a field day. It's just really weird seeing a whole army of them just rolling across the field. I'd have to imagine that if you saw this, like if you lived in this world and you saw that happening, I feel like you'd probably be moderately freaked out. Like that's a lot of undead plants just kind of like migrating, for lack of a better phrase. It's at that point where you have to ask yourself, why are the undead plants migrating and where are they going? That's also another Pokemon where like we just randomly have a ton of typings of this now, and I don't know why. It's like we didn't have any grass ghosts for a long time, and then suddenly Game Freak was like, yo, let's just make a ton of these. And thus, we got Phantump, Pumpkaboo, and this. Somehow. Yet there are still some typings that escape us. Trying to think of like a good example of one that we don't have yet. I feel like there's an ice type that's still missing, isn't there? Is it ice poison? Wait, was there an ice poison one? I'm running through my head. There's an ice electric. Was it ice poison that doesn't exist yet? Feel free to correct me on that one, but I want to say it's the ice poison. I'm not thinking of any off the top of my head if there is one. Okay, well, we didn't get any Bramblin, but at least we're done with Brute Bonnet. Yay. Plus, we have a spot that I'll be coming back to in the future when we want to hunt for Bramblin again. I think I'm going to swap to something else now. Hello, Go-Go. Oh, so many Bramblin. I wonder if there were any Bramblin in there that were shiny and I just didn't see them. Honestly, it would not shock me. Okay. That sandwich is done. He's wiggle, wiggle, wiggling. We are going to swap to something new. I don't know what we're swapping to yet. Oh, no, I remember what I wanted to swap to. All right, hold on one second. Before we swap sandwiches, let me do the thing before I forget. How did you take an hour nap? What's that like, taking an hour nap? I don't know what that's like. I just know pain and suffering. Also, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to more shiny hunting. You missed, God. You missed me almost despawning 2 Frigibacks and catching up at the last second, back to back, which caused me to freak out. And then you missed Brute Bonnet not showing up for a really awkwardly long time, and then 2 spawning at the exact same moment. So I had 2 on the screen at the same time. That's what's been missed. I want to give this to the Grimer so he stops trying to evolve. Thank you very much. Makes you miss me. Aww. I knew you cared. Somewhere. Somewhere deep in the bowels of your heart, I knew you cared. Alright, we're starting a new sandwich. Oh yeah, you're actually going to be reasonably fond of this one, Dolphy. Because this is sitting here. Alright, if I remember correctly, this cave is jam-packed with Celandit, so I think this has to be a rock. I think we have to do a rock type for this one. Right. Yeah. Alright, rock. Rock on. I don't remember what rock needs. Bacon. Bacon! We're gonna make a bacon tower. So yeah, we've done 2 of these so far tonight, and we've gotten 5 shinies. 4 of them are new. One's a repeat of one that was on the same screen. You're not a speedrunner, you don't like Flamigo. True, only speedrunners like Flamigo. It reminds me when I was watching, God, early on when this game came out, I was watching Shin run this. Shenanigans. And I was like, oh God, Flamigo's actually useful for something. I hate it. Oh. Oh yeah, were you watching his run where he's trying to get like a... What is it? The full... What is he? Trying to get all of them or something? I don't remember what he was trying to do. He's doing a speed run for something, but I can't remember what it was. It was like get all of them, I think. Oh, welcome back. Come on. Okay, here we go. Let's get this started. Let's see if I can do this sandwich correctly and not have the mishap that I had last time. H 3 C J 7. do this. I need to hydrate. Random cut on your cheek? Yo, Infernal, you know what that is, right? Remember that fly you karate chopped the shit out of just a little bit ago? It karate kicked your face right before you killed it. That's what the cut is. It's that fly. That means you now need to establish a century-long grudge against that fly's offspring, and the fly will start a century-long grudge with your future offspring. There you go. Congratulations, you're now in a ninja movie with a fly. Don't ask how we got here, I don't know. I also feel like that's something somebody would actually make. That just sounds like something from Kung Fu Hustle or something. Man, I need to sell them that idea. That'd actually be funny. I still like, one thought that I have in regards to shiny hunting every now and then is still like the ability to actually stream like my Dex Naving on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It'd be fun to do that on stream. Like, I'd really like to, because I still enjoy it, but trying to get a DS capable of streaming is not easy. Or at least it wasn't easy last time I checked, which was pretty recently. It's all like weird third-party stuff. Like a lot of weird like really third-party stuff. Alrighty. Now then, let's get this hunt started. Turn that off. Turn it off, please. Amazing sandwich, A+. Yay! Dolphy's more poor than they were before. Hooray! Welcome back to the Aerodrome. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. And now you have your sub badge back. It looks really weird, you not having your sub badge, I will admit. I was sitting there staring at it for the longest time like, oh god, that's weird. It's so weird seeing Dolphy without the badge. It's like, oh god, Dolphy's account's naked now. Oh boy. Okay, well, if we get another Larvitar, it's fine. It's no big deal, because we do still need one more. Grudge to that fly's ancestors for a long time. A grudge towards his family. Only just from the right, started your journey on your samurai grudge. Okay, well, this is already not looking great for the home team. There's a lot more Larvitar here than I was expecting. I thought this would be a little bit more balanced between this thing and the Glimmet. That's not bueno. That's really not bueno. Well, let's start killing. PC just for that, because it's not $2 more expensive on mobile. What? Oh, wait. You know what? That makes sense. No, that makes sense. Because Apple takes a really massive cut from all transactions, so they have to bump it up. They want you to do the transactions on literally any other device possible to avoid the transactions. It's the same thing they do in Pogo. Everybody's trying to avoid Apple's fees. Not Applebee's, Apple fees. Come on, you gotta give me credit for that one. That one was pretty good. Like, come on. Come on. I'm not on iPhone. Yeah, you gotta like the blanket just zap everyone at once thing just to avoid Apple. Pretty nice. No, 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 get back here. Okay, good, you stopped him. There are so many Larvitar. Oh, this is awful. Reminder, we need 2 Glimmet. We need 2 Glimmet in order to be done with, well, this, because we don't have a Glimmer or anything else yet, so... Oh boy! This is gonna suck. Woohoo! I'm gonna just fly out this way and just get away from that for a second. Yeah, look at all the little dudes over here now. At least Glimmet's like a really easy shiny to see. Glimmet's one of those shinies where like from a mile away you'll be able to see it. There will be no questions. It's a really good shiny. Unlike Bramblin, which is hot garbage. I have 70 cents! Damn. Did they just jump to their... Okay, well they just died. You know, if you put those 70 cents into like one of those growth accounts at a bank, those 70 cents or 77 cents, they'll turn into 77 cents after 50 years. Oh god, it's depressing. I remember back in the day when I was a kid and my parents actually had a savings account and it actually got like growth of like 2% and they're like, oh god, that's so low. And nowadays it's like, oh, we'll give you a 0.000001. It's like, oh boy, it's so big. Also, that's what she said. Will you just punch the thing? Also, you may be wondering why we are using the Virizion instead of the Goldango. Goldango has been fired for drinking on the job, so we're not going to see Goldango for a while. When I send him out to go hunt down a target and he swerves around them, dodges a couple of trees, goes off a cliff, goes flying down in the riverbed, and snipes a Poliwag right square between the eyes and ruins the chain, yeah, he deserves to be fired at that point. At that point, he's done. We're done with him at that point. I can't work with that. Seriously, I don't know what they were thinking with Goldango, but it's wireless. Wrong color, though. It is not the right color to be Virizion's IP. Or mascot, I should say. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Lovely. It does need to be louder. Honestly, that needs to be louder. By a lot. If it was louder by a lot, that would change things. But it's so quiet, it doesn't get me. Woo! Yeah, it's just too quiet. In fairness, when I recorded it, it was... Oh, for goodness sakes. When I recorded that sound, it was loud for me. I just wanted to be said. I don't know why... I don't know what happened to lose volume, but here we are. That was close. Virizion was going on a killing spree. She was doing her job. And then she started going after a Larvitar and things got kind of sketchy. It was like I had to call her back. She was about to take out an unarmed citizen. Had to stop that immediately. Can't have her go breaking the chain. She's enthusiastic. I like it. But she can't go around offing civilians. And this is a story of how Virizion committed war crimes. Also, speaking of shinies that I still remember how I got, I do still remember how I got this Virizion. It was somewhere around 800 resets. And it was acquired at my aunt's house on Christmas like 3 years ago. And I remember I was lying on the couch. Did you just kill a Larvitar? The Larvitar came running over and got right in her face, and I could not get her to go away fast enough to stop it. Oh well. I guess this is just life now. No. Didn't even question it, not even slightly. Read it, saw it, acknowledged it, and was like, yep. Hey, that wasn't the ISP's fault that time. That Larvitar came running over and asked for it. I can't stop the NPC from just running headlong into a landmine. I'm thinking. Hang on. I need to buy time for a second. Are there any other rock types in Area 0? Is it just Glamora? I could theoretically get Glamora in there and figure out a better spot to get Glimmet, because this doesn't feel like this is going to go anywhere. Hang on. Okay, that one, the light was hitting that one funkily, and I couldn't actually tell if that was a shiny or not. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, what? What am I hunting after this? I don't know. This was the last one that I had pre-planned. I wanted to get Frigibax knocked out, which we did. I wanted to get Brute Bonnet knocked out, which we did. And I wanted to try and get Glimmet and Glamora knocked out, which I don't think we're going to do at the rate things are currently going. But after that, I didn't really have any preference. You know what's funny is I played Guild Wars 2 quite a bit over this weekend, and I think I already burned myself out on it. I'm not even kidding. I finished something that I've been working on like over the last, I don't even know how many, off and on, like once, you know. I play Guild Wars 2 like once every 3 years. And then like, I'm working on one specific thing. I finished it over the weekend and then I just sat there for a minute and it's like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Get some of the trainer rewards. You can try to get closer to completing the story so you can get a shiny charm or something. Then you can finally get that Eevee. Or, you know, get to the spot where Eevees are more plentiful, theoretically. Why am I even staying here at this point? This is pointless. This is a waste at this point. This is not a good spot for hunting Limit. This is terrible. This is terrible. Okay, I'm being stupid. I am not going to do this. Let's change tactics here. We're changing tactics. What? What? I think I read between the lines. And by between the lines, I mean between the extra letters. I also love the fact that Wamna is a word now. It's literally just Wamna I'm stuck on. I'll admit, the others I'm not like too stuck on, but Wamna's got me. Oh wow, there's a ton of Limit down here. And Garganackle, that's fantastic. Great, I love Garganackle. 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 You have, but Wamna's funny. Oh, this is awful. This isn't as awful. This is better than doing the outbreak, I'll be honest. I don't know how to feel about that. I want to pretend that's an empty threat, but I know how you operate. Also, welcome to the hell that I put my colleagues through. Every time they send me a typo that's like just tickles me in a really funny way, I will never let them live it down. So congratulations. Wamna has now been forever engraved in my memory. Just like how a coworker tried to, a coworker sent me fick one time, and I was like, okay, they definitely just misspelled fuck. Congratulations. Thick never dies. I'm over like 4+ mod. Do not bully me for 4 months. I will bully you off and on. But I'm really only going to really call it out as if there's a typo in there that's just really funny to me. Or if you just like really butcher typo a sentence and it's just like one, like if you typo a sentence and there's literally no spaces anywhere, we are 100% having a discussion about that. It's just like one long word, we're having a discussion. Doug Hugh, yes, okay. It's gonna be like, I can't wait for when shirt gets corrected. Gotta get your shirt together. I know. Oh yes, no. I'm very aware that you don't have autocorrect turned on. Don't worry. That's not up for debate. I know. Burp. Yeah, this is way more efficient than just hunting that mass outbreak. Mass outbreak odd increase is not good enough to justify. What other poison types are down here? I actually have no idea. I do need Garganackle, so if I get a Garganackle, this is not actually a bad thing. Though I'd really like to get Glimmet and Glimora knocked out. Wouldn't bully a Dolphin. Yes, I would. I absolutely 100% would. The only thing I would not bully in this world is a Finnick. Finnick Fox is the only thing that gets a pass from me. Everything else I will 100% pick a fight with. I don't remember how much of Glimmet and Glimora actually turns cyan. I think the whole body turns cyan. I don't think it's just like the face. I think. I hope we find out here soon. I'll be honest, Glimora still freaks me out. Finicky then. Yes, exactly. See? That Garganackle is trying to throw himself off the bridge. Neat. I don't know what it is about Glimora, but something about it just looks really odd. Like, I'm not saying odd as in a bad design. I just mean like there's something about it that's like, it's like on the same level in my brain as an Ultra Beast for some reason in terms of the way its design is kind of out there. Again, not saying it's bad. I'm just literally, for some reason it compares to an Ultra Beast in my head. It looks foreign. It looks so foreign. Also, it has a torpedo schnoz, so, you know. They're kind of like the Steve Carell of the Pokemon world. It's Steve Carell, right? Speaking of which, that's a show I haven't watched in a long time. Well, one of you please turn shiny so I can remember what you actually look like. The only one I remember here very clearly is Garganackle. I just remember the rest of you are cyan. Hey! Oh! Okay, so the body did change very slightly. Very slightly. 8% drop on the third try earlier made Slender jealous when we were playing LL. Nice. Hell yeah. To get a shiny, so lost all the flexing power. You had your moment of fame and then he just had to go and top you. That's funny. I know how that goes. Let me rephrase that. I know how it is to be on that side of things. Specifically with Haplo, whenever Haplo does something and he's like, oh man, I got this really rare thing. It's like, oh, that's cool. 5 seconds later, I get something rare. He's like, son of a bitch. So I'm very familiar with being on the other side of that equation. Also, speaking of weird luck, I had weird luck on Pokemon Go this weekend where I got, for the event, I got 3 shiny Tyrant and 2 shiny Amora, so that was pretty sick. I still don't count those towards my living dex. I haven't yet officially married Pokemon Go to my living dex, and I don't think I will. I think I'm going to keep them separated because I'm not a fan of how easy it is to get shinies on Pokemon Go. It's like if they want to give you married Pokemon Go to the Pokemon dex, to the living dex, I specified. Pokemon Go to the polls, oh my god. God. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ, I still remember that. God, I wish I could forget it. I'm sure there's a lot of people who wish they could forget that. I don't think anything encapsulates old person trying to be hip with the youth more than that. That'd be like me not understanding anything about, like, I don't know, what's a great example of a game that I know literally no. He's dying? He's just leaving. Wait, nope, he's hanging out. If he stopped falling, he's just, wait, no, he's floating back up. I am so confused. They can do that? He's floating back up? Okay, I'm no longer amused. I thought he was falling to his death. I could have phrased that literally any other way than I just did, but it's like, oh, okay, we'll just phrase it that way. I don't remember what I was talking about now. That little guy falling off the edge just completely overwrote everything I had in my head. "10 minutes! 10 minutes to get to shiny? I'm going to get to 1? Just 1? Please? Game, if you could give me another Glimmet, that would be so sick. We'd be so much further ahead. I'm really eager still to find out what Pokemon are going to be in ZA. Because I really want the shiny hunting to be good. And if it's good, then that means that whatever else is in there will be fun to hunt, and I really would like some more variety. Specifically, if they want to bless me with a way to get a shiny Delmise, I'd love it forever. Buns. How much longer do you have access to another emote for before you lose it? I feel like you've had access to that for like a ridiculously long time now. It feels like you've had it for like at least 3 months. It just keeps lingering. I wonder how many people that streamer has actually kept around just purely for the buns thing. I'd love to know the metrics on that. Oops, I did not mean to throw out my brilliant. Oh, let me switch to my seat. Oh, leg was going to sleep. I have not looked at my emotes in a while, but I still need to go through and update 2 of them. The other 3 are definitely fine. A metric butt ton. Wait, was it a big streamer or was it a small streamer? Oh, yo! Wow! Yo! I forgot what this looked like. I forgot how obvious it was. That is an amazing shiny. Using metric, but oh, it went complete. I completely whiffed on that. That's God. I have no excuse for that one. No excuse at all. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. All right, I have dishonored my family. I should have caught that one. I cannot even begin to justify missing that. I don't know where I want to go now. I don't even know what's out here. Let's just fly here. I didn't have a backup. I just wanted to get the Glimmet and the Glamora, which we somehow got. So, what's out here? And how much time do I have left? Oh, great, 7 minutes. There's a dude having a picnic over here. Oh, this place sucks. Oh, this is terrible. Glamora. I can... Actually, you know what? I don't really care about the time on the sandwich, so let me just show you real quick. So we got this little guy, and then we got this thing. I will admit, looking at it there in the box does not look that good. Because it's like ball-shaped. Oh, Sparkle, I heard that. I assume that came through and alerts are completely fixed, right? Anyway. The Glamora looks way better when it's actually, like, deployed and it's in full flower mode. Just take my word for it, it looked really good when it popped up. That didn't come through on stream? So it's not just quiet, they've broken again. Mass outbreak of shinks. Wow, something I don't care about anymore. Because I have, like, 9 of them. Don't ask. I don't know how I ended up with 9. It's a long story. It's an annoying story more than anything, I'll be honest. This spot sucks. I guess if I targeted water types here specifically, cloth would be easier to get. That's future information. Is that even a water type? I don't remember. Might just be rock, I don't remember. Maybe I might have to find that one in an outbreak. Hang on one second. Let me pull up the alerts thing real quick and just see. Yeah, it's definitely still, like, there. Hold on one second. I think I just fixed it. It looks like it somehow got itself screwed up again. Hold on. Let me send it so no one gets scammed. Where are my... Wait, what? Oh, there it is. Did that come through? If that didn't come through, I got nothing. Nobody said anything, so I have no idea. Maybe it came through, maybe it didn't. I don't know. We'll never know. Do you know? Do I know? Does anybody know? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. A bunch of shinks. I'm gonna assume that that's a static spawn. It did come through. Excellent. Okay, cool. The fucking Pommy. What did the Pommy line do to you? What? Why are we hating on Pommy? Besides the fact that it's another Pikachu clone and I'm sick of Pikachu clones. Like, deadly sick of Pikachu clones. Like, they could just happily not make any more ever again and I'd be perfectly content. Thought I saw something. Nope. It's pink. It's very pink. You will know 100% when that one goes shiny. Trust me, it gets very, very pink. Very hot pink. But I will agree, I don't think it's that good of a shiny. Not because of the pink, but because the way they colored it just doesn't look that great, honestly. I forgot that cloth moves. I completely forgot that cloth moves. I've just not been in this area for so long. I've had no reason to come over here. I just have no idea what the best way to hunt here is. I'm just kind of running around like an idiot and waiting for this sandwich to time out. There's probably other ways that I could be using my time here, but I know I need a Knackly at some point just to get Garganackle, and I need a cloth. So we're just kind of vibing here until either something shows up or the sandwich runs out. Either one. We have 2 minutes. 3 minutes. 5. And then I have absolutely no idea what we're hunting after this. Garganackle is such a name. Especially when I screw it up and I call it Gargle-Knackle. Which has happened a lot. Well, yeah, Gargle-Knackle. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Dude, so many cloths. Oh, I should have been over here all along, I guess. Yeah, I should have been over here all along. I'm not too worried about flying overhead because Knackley and Cloth are both really obvious. I have caught 2 full odds Knackleys over the course of my existence in this game. They were actually both in the same spot, too. I just thought of that. Oh, wait, no. One was in... Okay, no. They were not in the same spot. I lied. I just remembered. One was up the coast and one was further down. Actually, I wonder if I should go up there real quick and just see if one pops out. Why is everyone in Paldea like 50? I don't know. Retirement benefits? I'm actually, you know what, real quick, just for the giggles, because this is where I always encounter the full odds. Let's just go up here real quick and see what happens. I get a ridiculous number of full odds up here. Let's just see if there's a chance if I can pop one in real quick. Not a full odds, but I just want to see if maybe a Knackley will spawn. Also, if anybody has a suggestion of what else I can go hunt for, let me know. I'm sorry, this is definitely where I encountered the Knackley. Why am I only seeing... I remember very clearly that this is where I got a Knackley one time. Very clearly. So why am I not seeing a Knackley? That's curious. Oh, it must have been like right over here on the edge. Yeah, because there's Knackley down there. It must have just barely like... been in this area. Well, I wasted the end of this sandwich, but it was worth it, I think. Not really. Why do you look strange? God, that's a hunt that I really don't want to do in this game. I do not want to hunt for the Florges line here. I cannot imagine anything more painful at the moment. Oh my God, they're following me. Hi? There are a lot of you, and you are all equally difficult to tell apart. Fantastic. Okay. I had some stuff planned. Now, I gotta figure out what we're hunting next, because I have no idea. I have no idea, guys. Give me 1 second, because I gotta figure out what else is on my list. Hello. Thank you. Let's see. We still need... Okay, we don't need these anymore. We can mark that off. And we can mark off all... Well, we can mark off that one and then put these two as orange, which means I can get them. Oop, nope, that's not orange. And then Brute Bonnet is marked off. Goodbye. Okay. Wow, I really don't want to do those. Does anybody want... Okay, let me just ask again because it's been a while since I've asked. Does anybody want in on the next sandwich? No, I have no idea what it's going to be right now. I'm kind of thinking... Well, there's a couple of different ones that it could be right now, and I think I'd be fine with any of them. Oh, Cloth is only a rock type. That's annoying. If no one wants in, then I got to figure out what I'm going after. I could do that. Oh, and that thing's also a psychic type. I could definitely do that one. If no one wants in, then I'm doing a psychic type sandwich. I gotta see what... Okay, onions. Is someone cutting onions in here? Yes. You know, I haven't gotten a full... Well, actually, no, I did get a full odds recently. That's right. I forgot about the Lechonk. Everybody forgets the Lechonk. The Lechonk. So many ways I could pronounce that that would be incorrect. You can call it Lechunk. Lechunke. Lechunk. Sometimes I think to pronounce something some way and it doesn't hit me how I pronounce it until I say it out loud and then I hear it back and it's like, oh, that's a good one. I'm also very firmly aware that there's many, many times where the only person laughing at my jokes is myself. And that is perfectly fine with me. I'm still booting up the other Switch. Give me 1 second. It's almost done. I did also remember to do the Wo-Chien, so I should be able to get the Wo-Chien here soon. I also did not do Wo-Chien on my other Switch, so I can test and figure out if you actually need to do the Wo-Chien or not. Even the student class looks 20. It's the geriatric region. Every generic PC so old. I have no idea. But some crisp, all good, all gravy. I just want to make sure that nobody was being left out if somebody wanted in. I assume that people will tell me, but I also know there have been a few times where people don't tell me, so I have to ask periodically just to make sure. It's the whole point of why I'm subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online twice, because I have to have it on both my Switch and my backup Switch. Yay. I own 3 Switches. I just realized that. Wait, no. Oh, God. I actually own 4. I forgot about that one. Oof. The backup and the backup and the other backup. The backup's backup. I wonder if they're going to make a Switch 2 Lite at some point, just so I can get, you know, a cheap secondary, because I'm probably going to need it. That was weird looking. Alrighty. I need just basic onion. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I don't have any onion on my other console. Shit. Which Titan gives climbing? I'm almost positive it's the Tatsugiri. I'm almost 100% positive it's the Tatsugiri. Because the cloth one gives you charge. Yep, Infernal's confirmed. Okay, I'm remembering correctly. Excellent. I thought I remembered it was the one that sucked. Okay, so I can't do the psychic one because I'm out of onions on this other console, and I did not realize it until just now. If I had realized it earlier, I could have switched the consoles and been fine, but nope. So let's double check and see what else I need to get. What else do I need to get? This music drives me nuts. There are so many that I still need to get. Even just from Paldea, it's kind of crazy. There's still like 50 almost. I could do a flying sandwich. That's at the top of the map. Correct. You also need to be like in the 50s. Let's just do a flying sandwich and we knock out Squawkabilly. Knock out Squawkabilly, knock out Kilowatt Troll. Potentially knock out Bombardier, though I don't actually know where that one would be easiest to get. Okay, have fun. Be sure to write. I do still need water types, but there is no good spot really to target specifically Palafin and Wugtrio Wiglet. Oh boy, man. Yeah, I guess let's just do a flying sandwich. Let's just hit the flying and call it good. What do I need for flying? I need the prosciutto. I definitely didn't used to pronounce as prosciutto, much to Daedalus's amusement. What level are your Pokemon right now, Dolphy? How far off are you from that? Oh. Okay, yeah, you're like really far off. If you need to grind levels, I can tell you where you can grind levels. But you have to be a certain level before you can do it, so. Outside of that, your best bet's just grinding raids, honestly. Terra raids can get you a lot of XP. Beautiful prosciutto. Beautiful prosciutto. Definitely not pronounced prosciutto. The student's literally 65. Hey, it's never too late to learn. It's never too late. Until you say it's too late. Then it's too late. Did the daylight just change in the background? I've never noticed that before. That looks weird. Alright. I think there's overlap here with Oricorio. Oh. Well. There's overlap with more than I thought. Oricorio, I was fine with overlapping. Oh my god, how many colors of Squawkabilly are? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, heck. Do I... Okay, well that's disheartening. Whew. That's a lot more than I thought there were, I'll be completely honest. I knew there were some, it just didn't really hit me until just now that technically... to match with what I'm doing with most of the other Pokemon on my hit list, I have to catch all of the different color variations as shinies. Oh, heck. That's not bueno. That's very not bueno. I wonder if there's a better spot to farm these things at. This was just the first place I could think of where these things happen to spawn. Wow, there's a lot of competition here. Loaded dice, heck yeah. That's good for quite a few. If only I gaff about multiple... What? Oh, Game of... What? Some of the strongest Pokemon of all time were ones that had multi-hit moves. Yeah, everyone should give that. Hey, the white ones. You should care. Why is Dunsparce here? There's got to be a better spot for Squawkabilly than this. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. I should have Googled this beforehand, but we're pausing for a second because I'm going to figure out where Squawkabilly spawns because, damn. Also, yes, I am having to reach forward to get to my keyboard. I pushed it a little too far forward. Tri-attack hit 2 to 5. Yeah, well, Cloyster has multi-hit, and that's good enough for me. Okay, there's only 4 Squawkability. That's not so bad. Where do they spawn that doesn't suck? Oh, I'm... Okay, there is just literally... Oh, wait! That's interesting. They spawn here? What? How many? How many is it? A lot? A few? Why are there so many what in the name of normal types? Okay, so clearly this is not a big Squawkabilly spawn, and I was lied to by the internet, as per usual. Oh my god, this is like some static spawn stuff going on, I guess. Okay, cool, thanks game, appreciate it. You are the best. Squawkabilly spawns here? I think that spot we were in might be the best spot for him. I think I picked a really bad Pokemon to go for. Oh heck. I think I really truly did pick a really bad one to go for. We're gonna have to get this at some point, but oh my god. This might have to be a mass outbreak target. This might have to be a mass outbreak target, because that... I guess I can keep beating my forehead against the wall with that? But I know I've seen that in mass outbreaks frequently. I think I'm going to bail on that, because I think that's a bad idea to commit. I don't think I should commit to that. Not right now. Alright, going for backup. Check this, give me 1 second. Let me jump down the cliff. Let me jump down the cliff and somehow not die. What'd you boast? What'd you boast? Oh my god! Oh! Oh! So when you said the student looked like he was 65, you meant that very literally. Why does he look like he's 65? What? Are these like teachers in disguise? Getting back on the same path that I was doing last time I came out here. I just need 1 Wattrel, that's it. 1 Wattrel and we are good to go. Jared Vaughn, oh god. Man. These things. I actually wonder if this would be easier to see from up high, just going 50 miles an hour. Whoa. They all look the same color from far away. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, do I just keep chasing them out in the ocean? Just keep running after them to check every single one that spawns? I mean, I guess the answer is yes, but I'd rather just, you know, do my usual route. Thank you very much, please. God, this is terrible. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go for Squawkabilly some other time, because I don't think it's worth going for when it's that. I didn't realize it was that watered down. We really need a mass outbreak before we can go for that one. Now, if one of you could turn shiny so I can just leave and not worry about it. Also, what is it with all the flying types just absolutely being awful to hunt for? Like, this is kind of crazy when you think about it. I feel like there are no good flying types to go for in this. The only one that I think is decent is flying type hunt Scyther. So far from all the ones I've experienced. Because... I mean, you sent me your reasoning in Discord, right? So, oh wait, yo! Hey, I need you to come down. I need you to land. Sir! Sir! This is restricted airspace! Thank you! Okay, we're done with Kilowatt Troll. Boom. Done. The other one. Ticked it off the list. It's only 10 o'clock. We still have an hour. Desperate begging. Sir, will you please land? I have no other way to get you. I'm aware that I could throw a ball, but the odds of me missing and hitting something else is really high, and I just didn't want to risk it because I don't trust these things. They fly off. They don't come back. I'm also getting out of here and not bothering to look for another one because I know it's borderline hopeless. Okay, where is Bombardier? Where's Bombardier easy to find? That's not going to be, you know, competitive with a million other things. Oh my god, it's everywhere. Oh. Oh, wait. That may not be very competitive right there. I don't remember what's over here. Start catching stuff? That's what I would do. Actually, that's what I did. Yeah, if you just go around catching stuff, you'll get buttloads of XP. Oh, this spot sucks. Oh, I forgot how many things were here. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, this is the bratwurst. Okay, I would like to go somewhere else. So let's go up the cliff and see what happens. Did I say up the cliff? I meant off the cliff. It says it's just all the way in this area, so let's find out. Reminder that if I actually fell from this height, regardless of riding Pokemon or not, I would be dead. Shoutouts to the Iron Man conundrum, and the fact that every time he lands in a suit, technically he should be dead. Every time he lands in a suit. Bird types, I am one of you. Accept me as your leader and show me a shiny. Oh, this is awful too. Okay, so Bombardier is terrible. Where's a decent spot? Hang on. There's got to be a decent spot to hunt Bombardier. Let me try Googling specifically a Bombardier shiny hunt and see if someone's found a spot. What? What? Oh, is this a spot where only it can spawn? Oh, okay. I was actually really close. Look at all these birds. Any of them could be shiny, and there's no way for me to tell on half of these. Wait, that one. Are you blue? See, that's what I mean. I can't tell if they're blue or green. Also, speaking of the Terra Flying Pikachu, I don't know why this just reminded me of it, but I was going through my game cartridges yesterday, actually, and I found a couple of them that still have, like, the unredeemed codes for, like, for example, in X and Y, the Torchic that had Blazikenite. I think that was X and Y that was in. So just, you know, just a interesting flashback to the history. And oh my god, what is okay, this little pocket is interesting, making me wonder if this is yet another Pokemon that I really need to wait on an outbreak for. Oh boy, not enough space. Not enough space. Sir, there's plenty of space. What are you on? Oh my god, trying to find a spot to land. Is there seriously nowhere for me to stand here with this? Oh, great. Alright, what if I stand in the middle of the chaos? Okay, apparently I'm just gonna grind on the edge of the rock and never be able to land. That's awesome. I love it. There's no way. Why is there enough standing space here? Okay, that makes absolutely no sense. Thank you. Have a nice day. I am definitely going to see a Kilowattrel here somewhere. Like a shiny one, I mean. Now that I've gotten the Wattrel, after all of that chaos, this just feels like a terrible hunt. This just feels like this is not a good idea. I feel like I can just tell when something is... Hold up. No! What was that? Wait, no, he's still there. Come back. Nope. Okay, well that's annoying. Oh, this spot's terrible for another reason now. When they spawn on the horizon like that, and they're like clipped in the clouds, or like the clouds are behind them, as they phase out, because they're getting out of my range and getting ready to despawn, their legs turn white. Guess what the clue is for them being shiny? Yep. Their limbs turn white. So if one is phasing out of existence with background of a cloud behind it, it's going to look shiny, so I could deal with that. This really doesn't feel like a good spot. This really doesn't feel right. I'm not vibing with this. Will you get, like, work with me here? Oh, I know why. Oh, wait a second. I know what the trick is. We need to do Bombardier another day. We need Bombardier another day. Okay, what's a good... We need another backup. We'll come back for that one. I know what the ticket is. We need a dark type sandwich for that. There's no competition for dark types in that area. Okay, so that one's knocked out. Hold on. It's orange. We can evolve that. What else flying can we go for besides Bombardier? And Squawkabilly, because that's going to have to be a dedicated sandwich hunt. Can't go for that because it's on the other version. Wow, are there no flyings besides Squawkabilly? What? Are we actually done with Paldea's flying, except for Squawkabilly? And that one? I don't see any others on here. I think that's literally it. Oh. Well, this is awkward. Okay, I guess we're going to be going for something that's not from Paldea. Weird. I didn't expect to end up in this situation, but here we are. Alright, note to self. We do not need flying type sandwiches until a Squawkabilly outbreak happens. Then we will need them. Oh, God, I hate this hunt. I hate this hunt, I hate this hunt, I hate this hunt, I hate this hunt. Let's salty run back. Here we go again, boys and girls. We're back in this awful forest with these awful Scyther and their awful, weird, funky ligaments. For those that missed it the first time around, I did a hunt here for Scyther. The same exact sandwich, same exact situation. Went back and forth for the full sandwich and never saw a single one, which is very rare. But now, I have anxiety, and I think about that every time I come out here, so hooray. It'd be fantastic if we could get, you know, just knock out 2 Scyther in one go. It'd be amazing. If I can get 2 on here, I would consider that done, because I think we do have another Scyther chilling on Arceus. And that one can become a Cleavor, and we'd be fully done at that point. I wonder if we're going to see any alternate region forms in ZA. I kind of doubt it. But I will admit, it crossed my mind. As soon as I said it, I thought of that same joke. But I was like, nah, I'm not going to say it. And then Dolby's like, don't worry, buddy. I got this covered. I'll say it. Although technically, to go full in on the joke, you should have spelled it with a K. Because that's cool. Yeah, there you go. That's Scyther's alternate evolutionary path. It can evolve into Cleavor or that. There you go. That's what's coming in ZA, everybody. You ready for Cleavor? Jesus. Aww. Jesus. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that because technically it's applicable to him. I mean, did you see those pecs when he came out? King K. Rool's design has always been amusing. Wait a second. That looked... Man, I hate Scyther. Jesus. Nice. No. Ah! The only way to tell on Scyther is like its body gets a slightly darker shade, but you have to look at the ligaments because of the shading nonsense. Oh, you... Can you not? I'm running a member of the Justice Trio here. There's like no chance of you winning this. Go away. I would kill... Okay. I haven't said it yet tonight, so here's my one redemption. I want the Sparkle back in ZA really badly. Please. For the love of all that's holy. Please. Yo, there's a shiny. I see it. I see it. I did not need to see the ligaments. I saw the body shade from a mile away, so that stood out way more than I thought it would. That tells me 2 things. Number 1, this is a much easier hunt than what I thought. Number 2, I really didn't see any shiny Scyther when we did this before, because I was convinced that I just missed it. Leaf Blade? Yo, might as well. Why not? I don't know. I don't care. You're not getting used for anything. At least not anytime soon. That version is like 3 or 4 years old, by the way. I've had that one for a while now. I'm sorry, is that a full odds Golduck swimming around in the pond? Is that a full odds Golduck? Why? I don't need this. I don't even need it slightly. I have like 4 Psyduck or something. Why? He's just wasting time. Okay, well, I guess there's our random full odds, apparently. Just, you know, casual Golduck in the pond. Yeah, that's a flying type. It's a duck, right? Something ducklet, I guess. I don't know. I can't, like... Level 145, Pterodon. Hell yeah. Nice. Now you can go super speed. Or get killed by a random Renio. Actually, there is no Renio on that map. Never mind. You'll find something for that thing to die to. Pterodons always find a way. Yes. Alright, well, if I can get another Scyther, I will definitely, actually, honestly, have nothing to complain about already. This sandwich has been a banger so far. 2 big hits knocked off the list. Granted, one of these is not a Paldean one, but I don't really care because it's still off the list. Do spawn... Wait, what? It didn't on ASE? Did they add it? Rhinios used to be only Island and Lost Island. Also, I see Halucha swag walking in the background over there. What a pimp. No, seriously, did they actually add Rhinio to the Ragnarok map? That's crazy if they did, and I have a new reason to be afraid of Ragnarok now. Oh, boy! Yeah, boy, that's fantastic. Yay. Yo, I'm so happy. They added Rhinio Atha to another map. Yay! Yeah! Whoa! Love it! So cool! They added it to almost every map. Wait, what? Are you serious? What maps are what maps is it on now? I assume it's not on Scorched Earth. Hold on a second. Everything related to shiny hunting, like I'm still shiny hunting, but like all talk is focused on this now because I need information because that's baffling to me. The Rhinio Natha is... Will you let me up the cliff? Stupid duck. He's mad because I took his friend. I really want to know the full range of maps that Rhinio Natha is on now. Like, that's crazy to me. Oh, God. For those unaware, Rhinio Natha is basically a giant murder bug. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like Godzilla-sized, or feels that way when you see it. It kills everything around it. It doesn't care what it fights. It will fight literally anything. It will kill literally anything. And it's just basically a flying, murderous helicopter. And it will just roam. The only map... Oh, God. Wow, they really did add it to everything. Great. Oh, God. So, yeah. Basically, that means that on Arc now, the Rhinio Natha will just spawn near a swamp and annihilate everything, which means going near swamps is even tougher now. Because now if you want to build near a swamp, you have to worry about the death machine rolling in and killing you, which means I will probably be a little tempted to disable that from time to time, because that's going to get very annoying. I am not a... I like Rhinio Natha for how terrifying it is, but it is annoying that it's kind of like a... It's just like anti-don't build here thing. Also, for PvP, that thing is annoying beyond all reason. Like, someone gets their hand on that... Getting a Rhinio Natha is just cracked for PvP. Like, you can just solo so much once you get that and just cause havoc. Dude's got a high-level T-Rex in his base? Haha, not anymore. You want to steal a dude's mammoth while he's out getting woods? Haha, carry it away. In fairness to the Rhinio Natha, I do like how terrifying it is when you run into it for the first time, but then it just turns into a, I really don't like having this thing near my base situation. At least other things, it's like easier to handle. That one, I just, ugh. Mammoths are extinct, dumbass. Oh yeah, well guess what? Rhinio isn't even a real creature. Checkmate. For those who don't know what this thing looks like, it's like if you combined a wasp with an earwig, with like a pistol shrimp, with, I don't even know what else, like a dragonfly larva. I think those are probably the combination that would get you closest to what this thing looks like. I remember freaking out when I first saw it. I was flying far away, so I didn't die to it at least, but I saw that thing in the distance, and I was like, what is that? It is terrifying when you don't know it's a thing and you find it the first time. Nothing will compare to that moment. Okay, I lied. Some things will compare to that moment, but that's hard to beat. It's very hard to beat that. Maybe it isn't on Ragnarok? Is it on the center, though? Because the center I really liked. Its swamp was so fun to explore, I say, as I remember getting killed by the stupid Capros over and over and over and over and over. I don't like Capros. I am very fond of Deinosuchus, though. Deinosuchus, I really enjoyed that one. I like Deinosuchus a lot, and I will tame that again if I get the chance. Capros, I'm fine with just not deleting. I just like, I guess deleting and saying not having is what I meant to say, and I combined that into 2 words, and never mind, I give up. I don't win that one. I'm like partial focused because I'm trying to keep track of these Scyther. How much time do I have? I have 5 minutes. 5 minutes and a dream to get 1 more Scyther. I would love to scratch another one of these off my list. Tonight's been a wonderful night. Like, if we get another Scyther, I really, truly have nothing to complain about. I genuinely don't have a reason to complain right now. I just would like to really, really not have a reason to complain. It is on the island only till Lost Island gets added? Oh, so they didn't add it to a bunch of other maps. Why are you out here lying? Why are you out here freaking me out like that? I don't want to picture Aurelio Natha existing on the center. Like, the center, like, Aurelio Natha being on the center would be absolutely awful. Because that swamp is so big. That whole, like, half of that map would become a death pit. You wouldn't be able to get to the center anymore because it would just be a death helicopter flying around. Speaking of Arc, worth noting that is probably happening again here soon-ish. Almost certainly before the month ends. I just don't know which weekend yet because I'm still trying to figure things out on my end and I need to fix a couple of things and yeah. Gotta also figure out what people's availability is. But I know Daedalus and Shadow both want to tag along. They will probably participate in opening day. Daedalus may hang around for a while. Shadow will be probably just opening day only because that's how she usually operates. Not intentionally lying. It spawned on Ragnarok for Syntac. Did he purposely add it on there? Or is it like actually intended to spawn on Ragnarok? I will admit, I will say real quick, I did hear something about it being added to 1 extra map, so maybe it actually was added to Ragnarok, but not the others. Excuse me. That caught me off guard. I was just talking, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here we go. My bad. Still be there for the Arc stream. Heck yeah. Yeah, the only thing that I'm really, like, worried about... I'm worried about, like, so the ASE to ASA thing, what concerns me are people like Shadow. Shadow does not have a beefy computer. Not even close. She is not an avid gamer. She just tags along with us because she likes watching us do stupid things. That's literally her whole MO. That's why she plays Phasmo. That's why she plays survival games with us, because she likes watching us do dumb things. So she does not have a great computer. I don't know if it'll be able to run ASA. So we'll just have to see. Also, I want to make it clear right now, I am not going to build a super raft ever again. At least not until, like, when we go to ASA, if we go on the center, I'll be tempted to do a super raft, but until then, I probably will not. I will say, though, that big airship is definitely in the cards. I did not see another shiny. I have a feeling that there probably was another one. And I have a feeling it probably wasn't a Scyther. I am willing to bet money that another shiny did spawn, and it was probably a Swablu or something, and it spawned above me. And gamers don't look up, so do with that what you will. What map will we start off on at ASA? I have no idea. I have no idea. I genuinely don't know because I see arguments for a couple of different ones. Okay, that freaked me out. Well, the sandwich is over. It gave me a heart attack before knitted, so that's cool. Thanks for that game. I'm going to go climb up a wall now to get away from this because I am scared. I have autosave turned on, but I'm just saving real quick to make sure that I don't lose anything. The ones that I had thoughts about for ASA were the center, Astreus, or potentially just straight up an actual modded map. Something like Tania Stella or Svartalfheim or something else. Something like one of those. All right, let's take a look at our haul real quick. So what time is it? It's 10:33. We will do another one. Oh, we have the box filled. That's another box off the list. So we've gotten... Oh, we've gotten 10 things tonight, haven't we? Yeah, we've gotten 10 things so far tonight. So 3 Frigibacks, which takes care of that. 2 Brute Bonnets, don't ask. Limit, Glamora. Excuse me. A Wattrel, a Scyther, and for some reason this. Neat. Okay. What do I want to go after? God, I'm really putting this thing off. Oh, God. Do Aberration or Extinction? I can tell you right now, Daedalus is not going to want... Daedalus has already voiced his opinion about Aberration. I don't think we're going to be able to do Aberration. Because he does not like what it sounds like. But Extinction, I don't think I'd be opposed. And I don't think he'd be opposed either. But Ab, I think, is going to be opposed for a while. Oh, God, I really don't want to go for that. That feels like a terrible... I feel like going for Char Cadet tonight is a really bad idea. Char Cadet does not feel like a good idea to go for because it's late. We've been doing this for almost 3 hours. Going for something where the only difference in the shiny is the eyes, like... That sounds awful. No, he is not a fan of the idea of not having a flying mount. That was the thing that kind of turned him off from it, the no flying thing. Like, I know you and I both know there's options and ways to work around it. Like with Karkinos or the Rock Drake or whatever. He's not a fan of the idea. So when we go to ASA, it would have to be something. It would probably have to be something where flying's active, like Extinction or Astreus or the Center again, round 2, because I'm fond of the Center, or one of the other random modded maps. So it'd have to be one of those. Though I think Svartalfheim is no flying too, so I guess that would probably be off the list as well. All right, give me 1 second. I got to fly into the city and pick up onions so I can do a psychic type sandwich. Everybody admire my box of shinies real quick. You just sit there and admire those. And think about what you've done as I pick up some onions. I know I personally, at some point, want to check out Aberration. I really do want to get on that one. Astreus is also pretty high on my list because I like the big water map. I like water maps. Also, I'm pretty sure that Dunkleosteus is actually, like, useful in ASA. Which is something I also want to see. Where are the onions? Why are there only red onions? I'm sorry. Did it lie to me? Hang on. Let me pull up the list again. No, red onion's ghost. Yeah, there's definitely regular onions. Where are the regular onions? Why are the regular onions not with the red onions? Are they over here? For anybody wondering what is going on, I'm currently on the second switch trying to get this set up. There we go. Why are they not with the... Okay, whatever. Okay. Let's get this. And now I need to save on this game real quick so I don't have to do this again. Okay, well, apparently I'm just going to go back inside the shop. Again, I hate this place. All right. Poke Portal, let's do this. Once more with feeling. Actually, last time with feeling. Okay, fair enough. We will definitely get to it eventually. We just won't have Daedalus. We probably won't have Shadow. Actually, no. We will probably have Shadow, but Shadow will still probably be day 1, and that's it. Oh, Zach, sorry. I didn't see your comment till just now. No, you were not too late. I was about to do one more. It's a psychic sandwich if you want in. Apologies. I was looking at the Switch trying to get things set up. I wasn't looking up. Except to glance at what Infernal's typing. Yes. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. If you want in on the psychic sandwich, hang on. It's I left a response on there. H8FDCH. If you want in. And yeah, I left a response. I said it was cool. I thought getting a shiny Lugia is pretty badass. Oh, I have a shiny Zacian. That's the one that I got most recently that I was happy about in Pokemon Go, so. But hell yeah, like I said on there, grats. Alright, let me get joined. Oops, that's not correct. H8FDCH. What? H. Is that an 8 or a B? Oh, for goodness sakes, it's a B. Why? Is that actually a B? Oh, for goodness sakes. There. It's a B, not an 8. Gosh dang it. I hate the font they use for this. The font is so hard to tell the difference between that distance. If I have it up in my face or on the big screen, it's easy to see. But when it's a Switch Lite and it's sitting over here off to the side, I can't tell a difference from that far away. It's a tiny screen. Look at this. This is what I'm looking at. You can see it on my webcam. This is what I was looking at to get the number off of. Behold, tiny screen. When it's really far away, it's hard to see. In my defense, my main screen is a huge monitor. I can see everything on here. That thing is the redheaded stepchild. Where are we? Oh, we're in Laventia. Oh, we're on the crappy side of Laventia. There's like no easy way to do a picnic here. Ugh. No, I definitely do not. Okay, I had to climb up a cliff. The only space here was a cliff. Did you make it up the cliff? Oh, there you are. Hi. All right, let's do this. It is a psychic sandwich. Vampy evolved. Nice, grats. Dolphie's finally leveling up their Pokemon. You add Cucumber, don't you, Zach? Let me add everything else before you respond to me. I'm pretty sure you were Cucumber. It's been a while since I've been in the position to add one of those two. No, don't. No fish. No, stop that. No fish. I'm pretty sure it's Cucumber, so I should add Pickle. Unless the fish comment was about the Overquill. I did see the Overquill. I will never forget the hunt of trying to get that Overquill back in or the Quillfish back in the past, for me at least. That was the one where we were sacrificing things and trying to get that to actually change color. I hope you like bread with onion really packed in the middle. This is really going to town on that cucumber over there. Can I drop this on one? Wait, what happens if I drop this on one end of the sandwich? Wait a second. I've never thought to try this. I got nothing for that, guys. That is the worst looking sandwich I've ever made. That is funny looking. Behold, the longest sandwich. That is hilarious. That is funny. Good luck with your hunt, by the way. I have no idea what you're going for, but I'm going for Flittle, and there was something else on the list. Oh, Rabska, that's what it was. It was Flittle and Rabska. I'm pretty sure this is an out here situation. I don't remember there being anything other than those. I don't think, at least. Yeah, it's just Flittle. Flittle, and there should be some Rabska mixed in. All right, well, wish me luck. I get to look at a spec. Also, you did miss, to update you on some of the things you missed. You missed me nearly despawn a Frigibax twice, back to back. 2 different shinies, almost despawned them both. You missed 2 Brute Bonnets at the same time on screen, just standing side by side. It just, one of them, we've got one, and as we were in the process of catching one, the other one just kind of waddled into the frame, so that was cool. And then the rest of it's been pretty tame. Pretty tame. But we have gotten we've gotten good luck on every sandwich that we've done tonight. We haven't had any whiffs. It's been at least 2 hits per sandwich. I don't think Rabska spawns out here. I just realized that. That's actually fantastic, because I can just focus on these Flittle that I can't see from a distance. So that's cool. Oh boy. It's only the underside, right? That's actually changed. I don't think anything else changes on these things. Oh, this is terrible. Oh boy. Thank goodness there's a ton of them, because, ooh, doggy. Hey guys, you know what we really need when we hunt something that's really small and hard to see? If you said sandstorm, you'd be correct. So it can be even harder to see. Yay! Oh boy, somebody please spare me. Put me out of my misery. It is just a really brown underside, right? I'm not misremembering this. I'm pretty sure it's brown instead of pink. And that's it. It's so tiny. Anybody got some pixels to spare? I could use some spare pixels. Just some spare pixels. I like how Zach's like, no, keep suffering. Just like, no. You will hunt for this thing and you will like it. Okay. I mean, if I get the shiny, I will like it. I will be happy. My eyes are just gonna be, you know, hurting by the end of this, because holy cow. Oh, you didn't miss a full odds cold duck. Shiny Slowbro, heck yeah, no outbreak. We've had a couple like that tonight where we get there and it's just like instant shiny. It's like, okay, well, I guess that's it. McGrats. Wait, is that what you were going for? Or did you go out there to go for Veluza or something? Or was that just like a random luck? Looking for something else. Those look different. Why are they... I swear, some of these look like they're slightly off, but I know that we're looking for a brown underside. How obvious is it gonna be? How obvious is it gonna be? There are some of these shinies where, based on what it looks like, I think it's not gonna be obvious. And then it's just like, oh, well, hello. That's really obvious. Oh, for goodness sakes, we found more fridge bags. You're going specifically for Solo. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Well, you got your target really fast. Where are you going to go for next? I had to do a double take on that fridge bags. This is a shiny where I would really, 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 really like to get a sparkle sound. You are going for Veluza next. Good luck! Have fun with that psychopathic Barracuda. What is the purpose of Zapapico? What is Zapapico? Is that little tiny town on the right side of the map that's like tucked away and it's like one building or something? It's in the middle of nowhere. I'm double checking little shiny real quick. Hang on. Huh. Oh. It's okay, I see. But yes, there's no gem. Hang on. It's this little tiny town. Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, it's there for literally one reason and one reason only, and it doesn't need to be there even for that one reason. They could have just stuck that thing in another building and it would have been fine. Like in any other major city, and that town could have just not existed. I don't know why it's there. I have no idea. You get, the only thing that you get there is the evolution item for Charcadet. If I remember correctly, that's where the Charcadet evolution item is. And that's it. There's nothing else that I'm aware of. Yep, that's it. This town has 2 centers. Does it? I haven't been there in a long time, I'll be honest. I kind of don't pay attention to that town. There's no point. Like you said, there's not much of a reason for that town to exist. If this sandstorm could hurry up and go away, I would be so happy. My life is hard enough looking for a green and brown pixel on this little tiny scrawny bird thing wannabe. I don't even know what this thing is, I'll be honest. Weird egg little strange tutu creature. I always thought Flittle was odd. You know what's funny is I'm pretty sure that I actually caught one of these on my regular playthrough. And I think I didn't do anything with it. I think I just kind of like left it in the box. I was like, nah, I don't know about this one. I remember it dying really fast. That's what I remember. Shiny Veluza, yo, good grief. Congrats. Psychopath. Out here popping shinies right and left, as per usual. I'm gonna keep going this way. This sandstorm is just absolutely grinding my gears. I wouldn't have to keep getting so close to these to see if I just didn't have that sand effect getting in my face every 5 seconds. I have no idea if there's an optimal way to go around this place, but this is the best I can do in the current conditions. Oh, thank goodness, finally! I'm free! It's over! Huh! I can actually see properly, I don't have to keep squinting. So if I see even a slight shade of pink, I just need to keep walking. Pink. It's really hard to see, weirdly enough. Even with the sandstorm gone, like, it's really hard to tell from a distance if there's any pink or not, because the yellow is the only thing that I can really tell. What? It's been like 9 minutes. How is it back to back to back to back to back? Grats? But, huh. I'm definitely getting to that point in the night where my brain is starting to shut off. This is also, like, weirdly tiring trying to stare at all these flittle. Like, very weirdly tiring. I think the problem is that when I deal with a Pokemon that's so tiny, I forget to blink. Because I'm trying so hard to see the little tiny minute details. Like, this is really bad for my eyes, honestly. Not seeing anything yet, though. This is weird. How long has it been? 10 minutes? Could just be a very unlucky sandwich for me. That cacturn in the distance, I am so tuned for looking for that little green trim. I saw the green cactus and I was like, ah! Nope. Just a cactus. Wrong type of green. I don't need that much green. Just need the green trim. Over on that cliff. Oh, Pommy. Why are those things everywhere? I swear, Pommy, Palmot, Pomo can just like spawn everywhere on this map, it feels like. Okay, what are the chances that's actually a green trim over there? Oh. This sucks. There's no way for me to tell from a distance. I have to get really close for all of these because it's just not loading in. I wonder how big of a monitor I would need to be able to tell from a huge distance if something is a shiny or not. I'd probably need like a huge monitor. Like cataclysmically huge. Had to double back. I thought for a minute I saw something, but I didn't. Golly, this is... Like, if the top, like... Ugh. It's honestly not a bad shiny, but for this method of shiny hunting, it's awful because the only real easy thing to see is the top, and the top doesn't change. It's only the bottom on these little tiny things. Now, if it was Espathra that we were going after... That would be a different story. I do not know. Enjoy it, keep it. Keep scanning. If there was a mass outbreak for this would be a lot easier for sure. Mass outbreak of these in the desert would be sick. I'm going to see a full odds of one of these here at some point. Like, I'm feeling, I don't know what it is. No, remember I've said multiple times on stream that the shinies I catch, I want to catch myself. That's how I've been building this for, I don't even know how many years I've been doing this now. I've lost track. Probably at least 9 years. 9 years of slowly building this up off and on every now and then. I haven't ever really seriously committed to it until this year. This is the first year where I really started trying to hammer it. Mostly because of the streaming. Like, I couldn't stick with it when I wasn't streaming. It was one of those things where I would do it for a few weeks and then like burn out. But now, with the streaming, it's one of those things where it keeps coming back. It's just an easy and chill thing to run away to like, that's easy to set up and easy to do while still being able to talk to chat. It gives you a break for some of the other things where it's a little bit tougher for me to do that. Like speedrunning, for example. When I speedrun, it's really difficult for me to look at chat. At least with this, it's pretty easy to like pause for a second and just glance over and see. But yeah, I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but I have started the process of actually like picking up some of the old cartridge games that I had lying around and actually plugging them back in to pick up where I left off on some of those. There were a couple. Why is the sandstorm back? There were a couple of full odds hunts that I was in the middle of that I need to finish, like Circuitry and Lugia, speak of the devil. And then there's a couple of deck snapping ones that I need to get over there that aren't available very easily on any of the current generations yet, like Baltoy and Claydol. Also, Lunatone and Solrock, but I think I already have a Solrock if I remember correctly. It's just Lunatone that I need to get at some point. I'm pretty sure I got Solrock. These are a pain. I do not like hunting this one specifically. This one's being mean. I am 100% positive that a shiny of this has spawned at some point, and I just haven't seen it. With how many we've run past, I have to imagine that we've seen one without realizing it. Like, I mean, right here. Like, how am I supposed to know which one of these is possibly shiny from a distance without getting up close and despawning all the ones over there? Also, something out of the corner of my eye keeps shifting. It's like some YouTube thing keeps shifting. I think it's like changing recommendations, and I keep thinking it's like a message. And then I look over, and it's not a message, and it's like, okay, this is getting really distracting, YouTube. Good night. How am I supposed to see through that? Trick question. I know the answer is I'm not. Because somebody thought this would be cool. Is there an area that's just as non-competitive for psychics as this one? This one just felt like the place where there's no other psychic types. Even Rabska doesn't spawn out here by itself. It's just the Prevo, which is just pure bug. There's another spot that's just as, like, packed. Like, this one's just packed to the brim with Flittle everywhere. The sandstorm is just aggravating. I'm just getting bad luck with the sandstorm coming. Like, I know it's not supposed to be going off like, you know, all the time. We're just getting really bad luck. I am pretty sure that S-Pather has a static spawn. I don't know if it is or not, but it sure feels like it is. It's always in the same spot. Kind of like these Sandaconda. You know, it does feel like every time I hunt in this desert, it never goes well. This isn't the first time I've hunted something in this desert, and it's just like I've never seen whatever it is I'm going after. East of Larrytown? East of Larrytown. Where is east of Larrytown? That is the... Over here? No, that's west. I'm a moron. It's this way. Duh. I'll take a look at it. That's the least I can do, is at least take a look. It's not like I'm hurting for sandwiches. This does not feel like an S-Pather spot. Or, this does not feel like a flittle spot. Very much. Grandpa's name is Larry. Well, this is probably getting very confusing, huh? Hang on one second. Let me just Google this. Instead of sitting here and, you know, bumbling around. Where do you spawn at? Oh. Oh, it spawns up on the... Oh, wow, wait. It spawns in a lot of places. Oh, it really is not in this spot. It is... Up on the cliff? Oh, here we go. It is up on the cliff. I fell on some Murkrow. Okay, something's loaded. Thank you. Okay. This Pather is easier to see. Oh, this is where all the spoinking things are. Spoinking things. I don't like the spoink competition. I do not want... I would like to avoid another spoink if I can. I am pretty sure I've got spoink completely under control. I'm pretty sure I've gotten 2 spoink. I think I have a spoink that was a... One of the spoink I know was a full odds, but I'm pretty sure I dex nabbed one in the past. And I'm still getting hit by weather effects. The game is just not my friend right now. I kind of want to check out that cliff that's south of Cascarafa. Because I remember seeing a bunch of Flittle there, and I don't remember there being a lot of Psychic-type competition. Outside of, like, one small pocket that had, like, a bunch of Bronzor or something, if I remember correctly. It's also been a long time. I'm gonna go down here. Hang on. Let's check this area out and see, because I just don't want to deal with the sandstorm. I just really don't want to deal with the sandstorm right now. That's, like, cruel and unusual. Okay, yeah, this is better. Oh, this is much better. Oh, I can just run in a circle here, can't I? Yo, wait, I can just run in a circle here and not have to deal with the sandstorm anymore. Yo, wait a minute. We found the spot. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna run in a circle. Oh, this is so much better. Oh, now the green stands out much more. Well, the green of the grass stands out more. I assume I'll see the flip a little bit easier now if it turns green. Oh, much easier. And then I'll just have to double back every now and then, and we'll be good. Yep. Let's do it. I have not forgotten how to shiny hunt. It's just I didn't prepare for Flittle tonight because I didn't honestly think we'd get this far. The others, I at least had an idea going into them how we would, you know, break them down. This one, I just kind of was like, YOLO. So I didn't have a plan. I am going to use the Pokestop to actually despawn some of these, I think. Okay, well, they just kept spawning in this direction. I guess I'm going to keep walking this way. Okay, seriously, this is... They are still really, really hard to see. I feel like this is a little bit easier than the desert, just purely because we don't have to deal with the sandstorm. But wow. I will say though, I don't think this is nearly as bad as Wattrel. I think so far of all the ones I've done that I was kind of caught off guard by, I think Wattrel so far is still the one I was most caught off guard by. That one was annoyingly hard to see. Okay, I'm not... If there's one down there, congratulations. I'm not going to walk all the way down there. It just keeps going. Welcome back. You've missed nothing. Other than Dolphy bullying me, that's it. You missed nothing else. Just Dolphin being a bully, nothing new. I'm gonna go back the other way. Start working my way back around. As per usual. Just another night. Getting bullied by Dolphy. Trying to remind everybody that Dolphy's favorite Pokemon is Flamigo, and I'm not going to let it drop because it's still funny to me. Also, Dolphy talks about Guild Wars 2 nonstop. Hashtag GW2. There's a new one there. You happy now? We're not doing Flamigo anymore. We've evolved. Slowly. The Flamigo won't make a comeback. We'll have a sequel and we'll call it Flamigo Strikes Back. This is definitely definitely easier. So you can tell the sandstorm effect is no longer happening. Flamigo? There's a constant joke about Dolphy's favorite Pokemon being Flamigo. The reality is that none of us like Flamigo. That's the joke, is that nobody over here likes Flamigo. I saw the Twitch side of things, so... I mean, it's Flamigo is just straight up a flamingo. Minus the N. Not the greatest. Not our favorite. But Dolphy is very fond of Flamigo. They say as they tell me to hydrate and drink tons of water. Why did I got close enough to the Pokestop to cause the music to stop playing, but not enough to just spawn anything. I haven't seen that before. I've definitely not drank enough water. Wow, we did not get any shinies off of the sandwich. Oh, I haven't actually seen... That doesn't reset on that one. That's curious. Huh. Flamigo is cool if you're a speedrunner. If you're a speedrunner, Flamigo is your BFF, because you can use it to obliterate half the game. Okay, show off. Grats, but... Take that. Oh, my homies hate Flamigo! Exactly. We are the anti-Flamigo. Anti-Flamigo squad. I want back to the desert. Now that the sandstorm has stopped. Maybe now I can actually get something. Gonna laugh if it instantly turns back into sandstorm. I want to know how many of these I've missed. How many shiny flittles? Yeah, no, coming in into a sandwich and immediately getting 4 back to back to back to back is very unusually lucky. And that happens to you a lot, so... Yeah. Good God, 1 minute left. Yeah, this is gonna be the no shiny sandwich of the night, I guess. Not a single one, so we'll have to come back for revenge on this at some point. This is gonna have to be. This is probably gonna have to be. Probably gonna have to be a mass outbreak one. I know every now and then it shows up as a mass outbreak option for me, but it's been a while since I've seen it last, so we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled going forward. Because one way or another, we're going to have to... There's no way we're going to get 2 of them in the last minute here. We already had Brute Bonnet happen. How much time do we have left? 25 seconds? Neat. If I could have just gotten the sandstorm to not happen, maybe I would have noticed something. Also worth noting, to the 2 shiny charms thing. In the past, at least, the shiny charms themselves aren't actually like they stack on each other. It's just a check. Just for anybody on here who doesn't know, it's like literally the game just checks to see, do you have a shiny charm? If yes, it activates the bonus. If no, it doesn't. It won't like give you extra if you have like, 5 or something. All right, well, that was a complete bust. Complete in total waste of 30 minutes. Nothing. Nothing. All right, well, that happens. Still, in total tonight, we got the 3 Fridgebacks, thank God. We got the Brute Bonnet, thank God. We got the Glimmets knocked out, thank God. And we got some birds. This, definitely a flying type. Definitely, totally a flying type. So, we're working on yet another box. And I am now at the point of existential crisis where I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this one. Because that's going to have to be moved somewhere. I'll have to do some organization at some point. But yeah. It's still... We're slowly building up a number. I still need to find a way to figure out how many I actually have, because I haven't figured out an easy way to calculate on the Excel doc based on color. I need to get a field and then just put a 1 or a 0 in it is probably what I need to do, but we'll see. It's crazy how many of these are actually just from this year. It actually starts in here from this year, because this is... It was somewhere in here is when I started streaming the shiny hunting. Everything before that was offline. I remember doing a lot of this. Yeah. I remember these things on stream. That was a crazy sandwich where we got 5 on there. That was a rarity. You got something. Yeah, at least I got something from the night, but it doesn't change the fact that that sandwich was a total whiff. That last sandwich gave me nothing. And I'm going to be upset about that one for a little bit. My 2 earthworms. Wait, what? Why is this one in a dive ball? That's weird. Shoutouts to the Minior. That one was extremely lucky. All right. Well, anyway, on that note, everybody knows what time of night it is. It is 11. It's past 11. It's very much past 11. All right. I'm going to save real quick. Okay, we are done. We are done for now. That's it. We're 17 minutes over. I need to log off of here and go to bed and be a responsible adult so I can actually get some sleep and maybe not be a complete walking zombie tomorrow. I probably still will be. God, I don't want to do... tomorrow's gonna suck. Oh well. So yeah, we'll be back as per usual on Wednesday. I don't know what Wednesday is going to bring. I don't know what kind of mood I'm going to be in when we get to Wednesday. I don't know if it's going to be Radical Red or if it's going to be more shiny hunting. We'll just see. I'll post about it in the Discord probably if I have any strong inklings one way or another. If I have no strong inklings, it'll probably be Radical Red. So anyway, as per usual, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. As per always, it's always a good time. Always love everybody hanging out. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. See you, Zach. Hail Hydra. See ya. Goodbye. Everybody have a good one. I'll catch you all on Discord or on Wednesday. So until then, as per usual, cheers. And I got to find my stop stream button because I don't know where I buried it this time. This is crazy. Like I feel like I should give you guys a screenshot of what my screen looks like right now because I don't know where I have browser tabs all over the place.